stream. No. Back to the start screen. No. Hello. What's happening?
Fuck!
Oh, I see. Somehow I assigned, new start screen buttons to my Stream Deck. I see. I fucked that up. Good evening, my darling batlings. Wouldn't be one of my streams without technical difficulties. Let me just fix that real quick before, I fuck things up at the end. Set that to chatting, not start. There we go. So, yes, we got storms headed our way, so just in case the stream suddenly abruptly cuts off, it means I lost power and or internet. Got heavy storms headed our way, and that means it might also end up getting in the way of tomorrow's stream. So, if you don't see me tomorrow, assume that's what happened.
Yeah, same here again. Like, it really will be hitting tomorrow. We got one of the lighter bands in today in my area, but we're gonna get like the full force of it basically tomorrow and the next day.
I see.
Yeah, so I struggle with depression, so we're kind of used to it, but the power's been going out in my area recently a lot. Like, within this month alone, it's been out twice, and that's rare. Well, say the last 14 days. I don't know exactly, but yeah.
And yes, I'm aware that I'm streaming earlier than usual. I just had the energy to do it. I figured, why wait until 9? Let's get this shit started.
Let's get it started.
Also, I'm testing out the new enhanced broadcasting features for OBS, partnered with Twitch. So hopefully that should lead to a more stable stream than I've historically had. Fingers crossed, knock on wood, all that good stuff. And yeah, tonight we're gonna be doing Sly 2. I'm going to be playing it on another one of the emulators for the Xbox dev mode, like I did for Gex. And I've gotten back up to where we had left off, so we won't have to restart from the beginning.
Excellent.
The main reason why is just better picture. Better picture and slightly better performance, although I've run into occasional slowdowns during cutscenes that have actually made them kind of funny. Because, like, the audio slows down too.
Oh, jeez.
Like, during the opening museum heist, when Sly runs into Carmelitas, whenever it showed Sly, like, he would be speaking at normal speed, and then Carmelita and Neela would be speaking in slow motion. So they sounded like that Kermit the Frog slowed down video where he's like, "No, it's not a cookie."
Is it a cookie?
No, it's not a cookie.
Please?
Anyway, let's stop the music and get into Sly 2. Xbox dev mode is a blessing, I swear. And it only costs $19 to activate. Hashtag not sponsored. I wish I was sponsored. I'd be getting extra money.
I wish I had sponsors too.
Well, I mean, there's always,
You okay there?
yeah, I was just talking about that. Ow! Ah.
No, I'm never taking a sponsor from a I'm never taking a sponsor from Raid Shadow Legends. I'd rather die.
Yeah.
I did some research on the company, and their whole business model of making a glorified gambling game disguised as an RPG makes sense. We find out that their parent company is the largest manufacturer of slot machines.
Go figure.
Mm.
Like, I know I never really wanted to play Raid Shadow Legends. I hate their advertisements. I hate everything about them.
Their
Occasionally
sponsor
got-
deals that they have on Stream Elements are a complete ripoff too, because it's based on how many people you get to sign up and then get to like level 10 for your sign up link.
Yeah.
So, like, unless you're good at convincing people to sign up for a trash app like that, you're not going to make any money off of that.
Yeah. Like, I was just making a
So
joke.
when we
so I
last
was like,
left off, Rajan had escaped, but we got the Clockwork Wings. He's got another Clockwork piece that we're going to hunt down. The Clockwork Heart.
Somehow, he'd managed to transform a long-forgotten temple into the thriving center of his spice operation.
Let me know how my audio balance is, by the way, because the emulator's louder
The
than
jungle,
an
too
actual
thick to
console.
drive through, forced us to walk the long distance to our target.
you sound fine on both the call
We
and the
ran
stream.
into a few
so
problems
I think
along
you're
the
good.
way, but pushed on.
Okay, I turned up my mic gain a little bit since
For the
you said I was a
temple
little quiet.
was more than just Rajan's
Yeah.
hideout. It was also home to the Clockwork Heart, a pump so strong.
I wonder what
and
he's using the
tireless,
Clockwork
it could
Heart for.
increase spice
I can't
production
remember, because
tenfold. Good for Rajan,
haven't played
but
Sly 2 in
awful for
years.
the rest of the world.
Something else just came to mind.
Hope he's not counting on that heart too much, because
What?
tonight it comes home with me.
Perpetual motion device.
Oh. The Predator awakes.
I mean, if you got that
There are a lot of jokes I could make about that, but I'm not going to.
You mean like most media right now has been going on? Like, it's too easy.
Mhm.
All right. So, we got Snooze Bomb, Juggernaut Throw, and Stealth Slide. Also, I realized that I had not even been using the upgrades that I bought, because I forgot to equip them. So I'd been playing this game up to now until in basically hard mode.
Yeah.
Camera, hello? There we go.
Camera just didn't know.
There's only like 1 or 2 emulators with my current Xbox setup that I'm not confident in running for streams. And those are the emulators for Nintendo DS. Because trying to use a touchscreen, trying to manipulate a virtual touchscreen with an analog stick is a nightmare.
Yeah.
And 3DS, because I've had pretty severe performance issues on Citra for Xbox. Yeah, Citra's like there are 3DS emulators in development, but none of them have publicly released builds right now. Citra's the only one that's publicly available, but like technically it's no longer available from the official developers, but there's a bunch of different forked off versions by other developers that you can track down that run better than the official Citra builds anyway.
I was gonna say though, for the DS, I'm pretty sure there's a few games I'm pretty sure you might be able to run based on theory, and that would be
It's not in terms of it's not in terms of like whether it can run them or not. It's more about comfortability. Because anything that heavily involves the touchscreen is going to be a nightmare to operate.
I was gonna say, what was the game? Dawn of Sorrow might be one that would be easier to do.
But I mean, I have workarounds for... I have a workaround for running DS games, and that's to use my hacked Wii U.
Nice.
Ooh,
Where I can use an actual touchscreen and play them as intended.
We would like to play.
There's only a handful of games that don't work on Wii U for DS Virtual Console injection, and it's basically all the Pokemon games. Yeah, Pokemon Ranger works, but like the mainline gen Pokemon games don't work. Either they get unplayably low frame rates, or have graphical issues. Because the method to get other DS games running on Wii U is a pretty hacky way. It's basically tricking the Wii U into thinking it's one of the games that was available on the eShop. By injecting the ROM data of the game you want to play into the file of, like, for example, New Super Mario Brothers or Legend of Zelda Phantom Hourglass.
Okay.
And the options are limited because there are only a handful of DS games released for the Wii U eShop.
Because my method for, and I have to reconfirm, confirm this for myself. But I know not everyone has.
My other option, of course, is to get a capture card. The other option, of course, is to get a 3DS with a capture card. But right now, the most readily available source of 3DS capture units is only working with new 3DS XL models. And the cheapest I can find one of those for that's in good condition is like $240.
Yeah. I was gonna say my method of.
And then it's another $200 to get the capture board installed.
Yeah. I was gonna say my method normally, because I know not everyone has the space I have, because I have it where I can use a regular controller, but I can also use my mouse as, you know. But that's not really a great way.
I can do that too.
Wait, just look through
that too. It's just, it doesn't feel natural to me.
It doesn't. I would agree with it. But you click to that bush tree thing?
Yeah, that was decoration, not an actual, thing you can land on, apparently.
That wasn't. That's an editing. That's a note. Oh. That's a game design no.
Sneak into the temple. Now take some recon.
I read snake into the temple. I even heard that.
I go snaking.
106 miles from here. According to my map of the area, there should be a hidden passage into the temple behind that waterfall.
Nice work, Bentley. I'll take a hidden passage over the front door any day.
Do you think Bentley does a Bentley in his free time?
I would say he doesn't have the money for that, but then I remembered Master Thief.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We know he doesn't drive the van, because he can't drive a stick shift.
Yeah. At least this way, in a modern day, it's better to have a stick shift, because that's a great way to deter people from stealing your car.
Yeah.
Okay, we got a little... Okay, we're getting frame drops now. Nowhere near as bad as I usually get, though.
Hey, I heard that.
Yeah, that's because I'm using OBS instead of the Streamlabs app.
That makes sense, because I didn't realize that was a thing with Streamlabs.
Streamlabs just makes it more of a pain in the ass to set up the way that I have things set up.
Yeah.
See, there's a booby-trapped treasure right there.
Even I see it. It's like, I'm like, wait a minute, what?
The thing with booby-trapped treasures is, like, you just have to get them back to your safe house within the time limit, or else they explode.
Oh. Silver ring.
I didn't know you could walk in this water. I thought it was another water pit that would
thought it was
kill
a
him.
pit too. Who would have thunk it, right?
Who the funk? I think I just thunk.
Ooh, I will say I could. Ooh. You sure did thunk it up.
There's a treasure right there. I'm not gonna worry about the treasures for right now. I am trying to get all the clue bottles in each stage, because those give you some useful new techniques.
Nice.
Like, let's see which ones. For Sly, you have 3 techniques equipped for each character. And later on, some of them are like required to progress, but a lot of these are just optional right now. I've got the smoke bomb, which is for, getting escaping when you get caught. I've got the combat dodge, which is useful in combat, of course. There's the stealth slide, which I haven't used yet. Insanity strike, which I haven't used yet, and the knockout dive, which stuns enemies.
Would you say the R2 thing was again? The combat dodge, right? So you say
Combat
it's good
dodge.
in combat, but what if you want to do your regular dodge? Do you need a regular dodge skill equipped?
I mean, there is no regular dodge skill other than just, like, jumping out of the way. But, a neat little thing is to prevent you from overusing these gadget abilities, that yellow bar underneath Sly's health is how much energy you have to use your gadgets or abilities.
Huh. Okay, just walk right by him. He is not very perceptive.
Yeah, thankfully guards aren't too attentive. But they can still, like, hear loud noises if you take one out. And they can alert each other, and then, like, everyone will know where you are.
Yeah, that guy was just, he's like, I see you trying to steal shit. I don't care. Like, it's not
a
my
good thing
problem.
that the guards aren't paid to look up.
So what you're saying is they're paid under minimum wage.
Yes. You know what they say, if you're paid minimum wage, you put in the minimum work.
No good.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if they say it, but that's what I say.
I'm in that same boat. You already know how much money I lost. Well, approximately how much I lost.
Especially in my state where the minimum wage is only $7.25.
Still
I think
stupid.
it's like 14 or 15 here. But to live here, you really need to be making like 30 an hour. Full time, mind you.
Yeah.
Like, even 25, okay. Bare minimum needs 25 an hour, 25 an hour, which no problem saying that's what I make right now. But because of my hours being cut so much, if it was at least 33, 34 hours, I would be okay. Because it's just me.
Okay. Get up
But yeah.
that way.
Have you tried putting grips on your, getting some toilet plungers and acting like Spider-Man? How many of us wish we could have done that?
There we go.
Some Looney Tunes shenanigans, right?
I mean, we saw it in like every cartoon ever, so we thought we could do it.
Yeah, I think we all wanted to try to do that, but because the toilet plunger when it was in the bathroom, I think we tried to see how good it was. We're like, oh wow, this is not stick.
Yeah.
Yeah, hey guys.
Okay.
funny thing is, I do know someone when he was a kid jumped off the garage roof because he thought he was Superman. He was like, "Oh Lord, he coming! I'm running!"
Okay, now that's a water pit. Gotta keep that in mind.
I like how the walking animation looked like they have a giant poo. Or did they shat their pants? You see it there, right?
That is certainly a way to view that.
I just look at how the walking animation. I'm sitting here like, that's just weird.
Hey, Kira, I've got a random question for you.
I may have a random answer for you.
Are you into baseball at all?
Not really.
Fair.
America's favorite pastime, but I find it boring as hell.
They say it's America's favorite pastime, but, like, no one gives a shit about baseball in America. Japan cares more about baseball than we do.
I mean, basketball and football, excuse me.
It's basketball and football for America. We do not give a rat's ass about baseball in America.
Yeah.
And yet it's supposedly our favorite pastime.
It's more
Says
Japan's
who?
favorite pastime. Like, Japan loves baseball.
Right. Yeah, the reason I was asking is I was thinking about setting up an all VTuber baseball team.
Oh.
Yeah, we
How
got
would that work?
well, you know, we got who's on first, what's on second, I don't know who's on third.
Who's on first?
Yes. Yes,
So
who
yes
is
is on first.
No. Who?
That's why I'm asking you.
I'm not asking you, I'm telling you.
I'm not you.
You're telling me what?
Who's on first? What's on second? I don't know who's on third.
So what are their names?
I just told you their names.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did. I said their names are who's on first, what's on second, I don't know who's on third.
So who's on first?
Yes.
So yes is on first.
No. Who?
I'm asking you who's on first.
I am not asking you. I am telling you who's on first.
Why are you telling you and why
Then
are
tell
you
me.
telling me? You're not me, I'm me.
He's out on the outfield.
Then tell me who's on first.
I don't know, Key.
If you're telling me who's on first, then tell me who's on first.
You got it right there.
You got it right there's on first.
No. No. Who is on first?
I'm asking you who's on first.
I am not asking you. I am telling you who's on first.
So tell me who's on first.
That right there.
That's on first.
No, he's out in the outfield. I don't know where the hell he is.
Is he the one in
I'm
the
not
Speedo?
asking about he, I'm asking about that.
Well, here's the thing. We gotta focus on first, second, and third base. We gotta worry about them first. Then we'll worry about everybody
Yes.
else.
You got an outfielder? You got a pitcher?
Oh yeah, we got a best
What's the
pitch.
pitch? What's the pitcher's name?
No, that's not his name. What's on second?
We're not talking about second. I'm asking you about the damn picture.
I'm starting to lose track of this bit now. Even I'm starting to get confused.
Jump and hit the circle button.
That's just
to
a
go
Tuesday for me.
ride.
But it's Wednesday.
But for me,
It's
it was
Wednesday,
Tuesday.
but dude.
It is Wednesday, my dudes.
Yeah, today's Wednesday. I know that for a
Have you
fact.
seen the Frog comic?
Here we go. Time for a few
Frog
recon
comic.
photos.
Can't say I've ever heard of that.
I've seen the frog. I've never seen the frog comic.
Where it's like it's Wednesday, my dudes, and the girl ends up licking the frog, and then the frog's
No?
girlfriend is like, "Oh, I got something to show you guys after stream." Ooh, I know I said this to you, Ari, but you might have forgot.
I think he's crazy, Ari.
Rajad's carrying half the clockwork heart on that stick.
Okay, so he split the clockwork heart in half. He's using half of it to produce spice and half of it as a beaten stick.
There's the entrance to this level. Only I can't figure out how to get in here from the temple's exterior. Bring those photos back to the safe house. We'll really need to think about this one. The clockwork heart is under some steep security. Heck, Rajad is carrying half of it at all times. To get at the goods, I'll need to gather some more information. Sly will plant a bug in Rajad's office, while I lift the spice operation blueprints off the Spice Lord while he makes his rounds. Unfortunately, while we're collecting intelligence on him, he'll be collecting data on us with an elephant-driven satellite array. Take it out, or he'll be able to intercept all of our communications.
You know, not the most ridiculous elephant-powered thing I've ever seen.
I mean, we got an elephant Pokemon that's basically a square block. I am not surprised. I found it. I'll share it later after
Rajad
stream.
is able to monitor
Okay.
all of our communications out here with that elephant-driven satellite array.
That's pretty grim. You got a plan for
And I think
shutting it
there's
down?
more to it actually.
Don't I
I might have got the shorter
Now,
version.
the local spice plants are illegal for good reason. Eat too many.
Illegal for good reason.
Fit of
Shadow Dragon.
Thanks for the sub, Shadow Dragon.
Get it. I put some
I'll
spice
put
on it.
another
Here's
couple
totally.
extra
He chows
dollars
down,
in
gets
my
all
next payout.
crazy, and then presto, the
Nice.
satellite's in pieces.
Subscribe for a whole year in a row, by the way. Congratulations. Thank you for the year of support.
You'll have to do some
Mhm.
serious climbing, as they only grow high up in the jungle canopy.
Okay, so we need to harvest some spice plants.
Golden spice control.
Whenever I hear the word harvest, I don't know why, but my mind just immediately went to souls. I think it's safe to say I need help.
I think it's safe to say we all need help in some way.
Yep. What are you laughing about over there?
I'm laughing at the fact that I thought of something really stupid.
Oh no.
No, that was a super thought.
What is it this
Oh.
time?
Yeah, that was. I'm still laughing about the whole stupid thought I had.
The stupid thought is that you had a stupid thought?
Yes. Before that was the thought beforehand was the harvesting souls.
Um,
I see.
Yes.
I see, said the blind man to his deaf wife.
Wait, can you break it?
I don't think so. Or at least not Sly. I'm sure it's probably gotta come in handy with Murray somehow, because he's the one with super strength.
So you're saying Super Murray is gonna be a thing?
He's
no,
already
he
the-
goes by the Murray.
We need the Murray to go by Super Murray.
There's something up here. There's gotta be.
It'd be funny if it's air.
Well, we've got this to slide across. You showed that art you gave me, that's Bobsy's Rouge on the Discord servers. I mean, the response I got was, oh god, low and not gonna lie, kinda hot. I hate that's kinda hot.
No comment. I'm not a furry.
Neither am I. Definitely not a furry. Why would I be a furry?
Okay, you almost fell into the fire. I'm about to say, whoa, we about to have some fried raccoon.
You know what? Sly Cooper. I don't know what the quack was for, but Sly
Yeah.
Cooper has no fall damage. Bubsy suffers from fall damage. Therefore, Sly Cooper could beat Bubsy in a fight.
Only
yeah.
the place is high up. Then the better question
Which
is,
usually Sly Cooper is high up.
And
That's
the better
true.
question is, can Sly catch Bubsy? Because Bubsy goes from like 1 to like 80.
You're forgetting that in Sly 1, he got the power to slow down time at will.
But then he gets a chance to keep that power. subsequent games.
Yeah, it's something that was taught. It was something that was taught in the Thieves Raccoonus, which he still has. Mechanically, it wasn't implemented in future games because there'd be too game breaking for the kind of gameplay style that they shifted to. But canonically, he still has the knowledge of how to slow down time.
But even then, it slows him down too, slightly. Also, all Bubsy gotta do is put on a black t-shirt.
Fun fact, did you know that, if you play two-player Bubsy, or, like, the original Bubsy two-player, the exclamation mark on its shirt changes color for whether you're player 1 or player 2?
You know, I forgot about that fact because I only played it a few times with, like, my mother and my aunt when I was younger. So it was one of those
And
things
that in the Atari Jaguar Bubsy game, his shirt is the wrong color due to a programming bug?
I didn't have that version, so I didn't know that.
The Jaguar Bubsy game, which isn't a version, it's like and it's a sort of sequel. It's built off of Bubsy 1's code and was outsourced to a different studio. But it came out after Bubsy 2, which is part of why it's regarded as the worst of the Bubsy 2 video names. Because, like, it came out after Bubsy 2 and has none of Bubsy 2's improvements.
Yeah.
But his exclamation mark on his shirt in that game is yellow, which is not supposed to be possible. Because yellow in the game's code is for when no value for color is assigned. Basically, it's a value of 0, whereas it's supposed to be set to anything that's not 0.
Probably like 3.
Another thing I learned about the color of Bubsy's shirt is the exclamation mark was supposed to change colors on the fly depending on different situations that you would encounter, but they didn't have time to implement that feature.
That would be a nice little.
So it was just stuck as red.
Yeah. So that would have been a nice little extra, you know.
Bubsy's one of the most fascinating bad game series because, like, there's a lot of documentation about how it was made.
Excuse me, you bad game? No, it's the perfect game yourself. Even I can't say that with a straight face.
Also, GamePro gave it a 5 out of 5. As in one of the premier video game magazines in North America back in the day. They rated Bubsy like damn near a perfect score.
No comment. I legitimately have no comment.
What, do you disagree with Bubsy being given a perfect score?
No, I'm just impressed.
You're impressed that someone likes Bubsy that much?
Apparently, they like Bubsy a whole lot more than I do. That's what I'm impressed about. I wonder else who would be impressed by that.
See, the next plant is over that away. I could have done that better. Aha, the save! Alright, there's one over there. There's one over there. There's also a clue bottle near here. I like the layout of this stage. It's got a lot more of an explorative feel to it than the previous one did.
Nice.
It helps that it's pretty boxed in, so it's not easy to get lost. Also, I played a bit ahead in Gex on a separate file. Because I decided, you know what, Gex is interesting me so much, the original Gex at least, that I want to do a video on it. And you want to know what I discovered about the Kung Fu level?
What?
Which, the Kung Fu level is the one after the Jungle level. So that'll be, like, next up on our docket when we play Gex again. The boss of the Kung Fu level is Gamera.
Oh, jeez.
Like, props to them for not going with the obvious, choice of a Godzilla parody as the boss. Or like a Bruce Lee parody or something like that. No, a Gamera parody. The people at Crystal Dynamics must have been big fans of Mystery Science Theater.
Also, Kier, I assume you liked the image that I sent you earlier today. The shot, the pictures up there.
Yep.
On the wall. Which I appreciate you, giving me the advice. Because honestly, I'm gonna be honest. I thought about doing that, but I was like, do I put it separately or do I put it together? I was torn because I was like, what would look better?
No problem. Always happy to help with that stuff.
Yeah. And you'll also be happy to know, Kier, that I did get in contact with the artist that made those two ship prints that I showed you a while back. I've already paid them. They're gonna send me. They're gonna have printed copies sent to me via one of their U.S. printers that they can use. So, yeah, I'll be able to have those set up on the wall too. Then I'll have the planet Cybertron in the center.
Nice.
You know what you could do if you want to be a cheap bastard?
What?
You could, like, right-click and save the image of the print, and then take it down to, like, FedEx or something to print it.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I
Like I said, cheap bastard. Emphasis on the bastard part.
Yeah. Like, the thing is, I might, and I hope this is not going to happen, but if this is the case, then I might have no other choice to do other than to do it. But there's an artist on DeviantArt who did one of my favorite depictions of Planet Cybertron, and I want to pay the artist. I want to pay the artist for a print of it, but they've never gotten back to me. So I'm like, well, it doesn't have a watermark on it on DeviantArt, so I might just do just that and take it over to FedEx to have a copy printed for my own personal collection. If they want me to pay for it later, I'll pay for it, but they need to answer me.
Getting some pretty severe frame drops right now. Waiting for it to even out.
That's always fun.
That's no good.
This tech is still in beta, so there's a lot of issues for Twitch to work out.
Yeah.
But it's already performing better than when I don't use it. For those of you that are just tuning in, I'm using Twitch's new enhanced broadcasting tech, which is supposed to be more convenient and work better.
Hey, Kier.
Yeah.
Knock, knock.
We don't want any.
I said, knock, knock, boy.
Who knocks on the door anymore in this day and age? Go away.
Hold on just a sec, guys, because getting a lot of dropped frames right now. I'm gonna briefly stop the stream, adjust some settings, and then I'll be right back.
No problem.
Fingers
I'm gonna
crossed.
BRB myself because I need to make myself a sandwich.
Oh, go eat the sandwich.
A few inches later.
Alrighty, we are back with we're back with the quality lowered a bit to something that will be more manageable. You know I can't do the voice with the voice changer on. Why do you do this to me?
Sayonara, satellite array.
Well, it would be nice if I could actually see the stream via the call because it's giving me like the there it goes.
There you go. Yeah, I had to turn off the stream preview to adjust my settings.
That's fair.
Alright, so we successfully got the elephant's high.
Nice.
Mission accomplished. You know, don't tell me you're getting tired already.
No, it's just the food. It's just getting it's causing endorphins to kick in.
I didn't ask
But
for a
actually-
biology lesson, Professor.
As my ex would call it, it's the itis.
Sly, the insect in that pool is a rare Indian water bug. If you could carry it into Rajan's office, its wings will
Oh, when he said we're gonna bug Rajan's office, he meant we're literally gonna bug Rajan's
Let me get this
office.
straight. We're gonna bug Rajan's office with a bug?
It is an
Yes.
elegant plan, I agree. Now pay attention. That water bug can only survive in stagnant pools. If kept out of water too long, it'll become unhappy and likely draw the attention of local guards.
Looks like there's a few pools along the way to Rajan's office. A short swim every now and then should keep our little friend quiet.
Okay, so... For not jumping in front of the guard? Uh-oh, I fucked up. Saitama, you really made them bug out. I still haven't seen One Punch Man or read it. I should get on that. I should get on watching and reading a lot of things. I've got a copy of Masters of Doom that I still haven't read.
it.
Masters of Doom, for those unaware, is a, like... I guess you could call it a MyRP. Basically it's a book about the development of the original Doom. Considered, the go-to source for information on Doom's development. I know we're supposed to, like, follow the stagnant pools to get in there, but fuck it, we ball. Dare I say, fuck it, we ball. We do not ball. We do not ball, we fall.
Go for a swim again, are we?
But everyone knows raccoons can't swim. You know, that's common knowledge.
Sure it is.
I can tell this mission's going to be a bit of a bugbear for me. Pun definitely intended. Okay, sit in there, bug.
I don't know about you, but this whole mission kind of bugs me.
I feel like the game's got bug out at any moment.
It smells like pork and beans.
It smells like... It smells like Cartoon Planet. Woo-wee.
Oh, wait. Why are we like this?
Because Space Ghost has rotted our brains.
Yes.
Oh, it's all Colonel Jack.
I'm Adult Swim for their excellent Space Ghost Marathon live stream.
I just saw Space I'm about to call Shadow Dragon and Space Ghost. Lord have mercy. I just saw Shadow Dragon's comment. I need a binge read. My Hero Cadet just finished.
Did it just finish, or did the season just finish?
Manga.
Oh, the manga finished. I didn't know it was getting ready to wrap up.
It finished like yesterday or the day before. Like very recent.
I'm already tuned into the bug's wing vibrations. I'm a genius.
I'm a genius.
You must be a genius if you learned how to use a literal bug as a bug. Where we got pickpocket from this guard? Give me something juicy. You like the old ring.
Onion rings.
You joke about
wrong
onion
that I-
rings while I say gold ring. But, did you know there's actually a Sonic 2 ROM hack that changes the gold rings to onion rings?
This is Fat Sonic, isn't it?
It's called Sonic 2 XL.
Yeah, okay, yeah, that's...
But, yeah, it's the Fat Sonic ROM hack. It's the one where it changes the gold rings to onion rings, and the more rings you collect, the fatter and slower Sonic gets until you collect too many without running, and he dies of heart failure.
Yeah. You gotta be real creative for that, but what came to mind, right? And hear me out on this. Imagine a Sly Cooper game inspired by like stealing food, so it's more Robin Hood-esque. And you're delivering.
Well, I mean, he's already Robin Hood-esque. He only steals from master criminals.
Yeah, but I mean, like, you're stealing food from like all these major big corporations, so people can eat. And what you could steal from like the guards' pockets would be like onion rings instead of gold rings and stuff like that.
Imagine a Sly Cooper game where he's just a regular raccoon and he's stealing trash.
You know someone would do that.
Oh, hell yeah, they would. By the way, would you like to know the whole reason that they decided to make Sly Cooper a raccoon? According to the development history I've read. They thought the idea of a raccoon that already has, like, the bandit mask pattern as part of his fur, wearing a bandit mask over his fur pattern was funny. Also, before they settled on Sly Cooper being, very thin and, for lack of a better term, handsome, beef-looking, and being very suave, one of their early ideas for him had him speaking with a Jersey accent and being short and stubby.
The funny thing is that Jersey accent is not even a thing.
Depends on what part of Jersey. It's more of a, like, the Jersey accent, as we know, is more of a Long Island thing.
Years in Jersey.
It's more of a Long Island thing rather than a New Jersey thing.
Yeah. They do that at Long Island, not Jersey. And when people from, out of state start doing that, we go, hey, the fuck's your problem? They bring in a New Yorker.
New Jersey. New York's less competent younger sibling.
Are you sure about that?
Yes.
So why do they want people from New Jersey to pay congestion pricing if let me stop. Let me stop.
Yeah, we should probably quit while we're ahead.
But you are ahead.
Well, you're ahead, maybe.
No, but you already know I have issues with the MTA. You saw the pictures before where it's like the whole side of that house is just like light.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's. It's a joke I'm making. I know you're making a joke too, but it's like, oh, are you sure about that? Yeah, we got some more rain coming, it seems.
Oh boy.
Let's see how far away it is. That's traffic alerts. We want weather. In about an hour or so, it'll be here.
Okay. Supposed to get worse here tomorrow. Don't know about where you are. Probably get worse there tomorrow too.
Yeah, because we are like, even though we are like a couple of states away, the weather is pretty much, when it comes to hurricanes, about the same. Hurricanes, tropical storms, all that.
Yeah. Well, I hope you guys are going to be staying safe the next couple of days.
Yep. I gotta work. I'm used to what the thing is. I'm used to driving in hurricanes and all this stuff. Which is kind of sad to say.
Like a not so wise man once said, safety third.
But the guy that saw you like just the guy with the thing is like, I'm gonna let him do this first. Then I'm going to hit him.
Yeah, Bentley's not one you want to get into melee combat with, because he has very large knockback range.
Also,
That's another one of the gadgets I picked up for Bentley, trigger bombs.
Is he using Oh, the crossbow. I thought it was that art
It's a
tool.
crossbow that shoots sleep darts.
No, I forgot it was a crossbow, but I thought it was an art tool, the one that looks like an axe, the ruler.
Yeah.
I have
I know
no
what you're
idea
talking
the
about.
actual.
Well, that's a compass.
Oh, the art compass. Okay.
It's called a compass. It's for drawing circular shapes.
No, that's a protractor. I thought. Here we go.
Compass and protractor can both. No wait. Compass is for measuring angles.
It's a T
But you
square.
have. Oh, T square. Okay.
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, when you say a compass, I'm thinking of the circular one and the protractor. That's the two things I was thinking. Oh.
Well,
But,
compasses
yeah.
can come in multiple shapes.
Yeah.
Like you often use a compass in tandem with a protractor.
I'll put the picture also so Jicky I know exactly what I'm talking about. That's the thing I was talking about.
Let's see this. Oh yeah.
You see what I'm talking about? Why I thought it was that, right?
Yeah.
My uncle
Yeah.
had one of these rulers or T-squares. I used to pretend it was a battle axe. I mean, what else do you do, right? Oh, he fell down. He fell down. Damn.
Yeah, Bentley's bombs are not to be trifled with. You know, not that bombs should often be trifled with.
You got 2 for 1. Also, you are the bomb.
No, JKR's the bomb here.
Yeah. The bomb. Ours the vamp elf.
Nah, JKR's the bomb, I'm the bombshell.
I guess I'm the ballistics
At
gel.
least in this
In
form.
this form. I guess I'm a ballistic gel in this form. I also want to try something.
Speaking of which, I was waiting for someone to redeem a hydrate to say this, but fuck it, I'm thirsty anyway. Let me clean
Hold
this
on.
guy out first.
You want someone to redeem hydrate? I'll give you that redeem hydrate.
Okay, let me pause first. So I can
Just so that we'll
prepare this epic joke.
find it. Oh, there it is.
Alright, where did I put it? There it is. Yeah. Good thing I got a couple big jugs of water at the grocery today.
That was bad. That was bad of you know it, Ari. Your joke was bad and you
Yes, I
feel
know.
bad.
Speaking of jugs,
I feel no
guess what I
shame.
got in my hand right now?
Did you say here?
Titties?
I also got a jug here.
Bang, bang, bang.
By the way, since I've got you guys' attention, why am I speaking like fucking... like chills? Like, number 15, Burger King foot lettuce.
No idea.
My friend Mr. Stav is going to be doing a challenge run of Kingdom Hearts Final Mix on Proud Mode, where every donation that she gets makes her have to restart the game. She's gonna be doing that, I believe it's this Saturday. I'll post more specifics in my server. She's relatively new to streaming, and I would love it if you guys showed her some support.
That reminds me, I need there's some Kingdom Hearts stuff I want to do. Oh god. The way this Go is playing it though is, oh god, painful.
Yeah, especially since it's Final Mix, so there's extra content.
Yes. Are they looking to 100% it?
Knowing her, she'll probably do that casually. She is the biggest Kingdom Hearts fan I know.
Like a lower back massage.
You're giving them out?
No, I'm using one.
His chair, which is also the kind of chair that my dad ordered for me, that's technically it was supposed to be here tomorrow, but there's no way it's getting here tomorrow.
Yeah, no.
Has a massage function. Which, you know, that's another reason that I wanted that kind of chair, is because my back gets very often because of my body type.
Yeah.
And that'll help me take off some of the pain.
I would love, you know the ones at the mall that do like the back of the leg? I would love one of those.
Here, if you're interested,
I wasn't even supposed to be able to get that clue bottle with Bentley, but I still did.
You basically said, screw the rules. I have fun.
Screw the rules, I have Bentley.
There you go, Kier. In case you are interested in the particular chair that Ari and I have, or the one I have and that Ari is getting, you can look at it right there.
Also, my dad didn't ask me what color I wanted before he ordered it, so I'm getting it in purple.
Oh, you're gonna get it in purple? Oh, that's
Luckily, purple's one of the two colors I really liked of it that's available in.
Okay.
Sources claim he always carries 3
I mean, because I was looking at that.
It was between that and it was between purple and blue. And I'm fine with purple. Purple's one of my favorite colors.
I'm gonna go for pink and white myself.
Unfortunately,
you have good taste, my friend Ari.
What?
Because of my channel colors for both Kier and Hiko, I'm gonna go for the green and black one if I get one.
Nice.
Which, if eaten whole, will force even him to nod off
The
for a
funny
while.
thing, green is not like IRL. Green is not my favorite color because of the whole YouTube and Twitch and YouTube thing. Green is definitely now my top 5.
The strange sounds they make should be
I'm still a fan of like the blues, I prefer, and of course black. Their capacity is 300. I want to drop the weight.
It says 300, but it can hold more than 300. It's a big and tall chair.
My chair is supposed to be that, I think 250 when I got it. I thought it was in the 300 range because I was looking for that. But the back of this one messed up. I mean, all I gotta do is lose like 10 pounds. So that's what I'll probably end up doing. If I get myself down to 280, this would be my reward, I think. Actually, that would be a good idea for a reward, wouldn't it?
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
definitely worth it, dude, because this chair, like, it reclines, like, all... It can actually be used as, like, a recliner.
That's this
hell,
chair is like.
hell, I actually today fell asleep in this chair for about 20 minutes.
I've done that actually in this chair.
But, like, for me, it was intentional because I was, trying to, take a, little bit of a rest, and then Ari called me, and then Bird called me at the same time. I'm like, God, what the hell is my phone buzzing for?
Right, running.
Gotta go fast.
He's a turtle. He can't go fast.
Honestly, that gives me ideas for a potential Looney Tunes character.
What, the turtle from the Bugs Bunny Tortoise in the Hare cartoons?
Probably, but I was... Okay, when I say Looney Tunes, I meant Looney Tunes-esque. Like, basically we have, like, a speedy turtle or whatever. For whatever reason, he's actually
Okay.
faster than the average turtle. And I don't mean, like, he moves
He's
about
faster than the average turtle.
And I don't mean that he's just slightly faster. No, I mean that he is actually, like, Sonic fast.
So yeah, I haven't
But
shared a
who
similar.
would win in a race, Sonic or Speedy Gonzalez?
Oh, God. I'd say Sonic.
I'd say Sonic, but if we're going to allow Toon Force, then Speedy.
Surprisingly enough, I'd still say the Hedgehog could beat the Mouse any day.
By the way, I just sent you the link to the one I have right now that I'm sitting in.
Okay.
Because this one is also 300. I'm looking at it right now, but this one that broke.
Wow.
That's why I said I want to get down to about 280.
Yeah, that's fair.
Just so I don't have to deal with the fear of breaking the chair again.
Yeah, that's understandable.
Yeah, I've broken my fair share of chairs.
Yeah, the thing is, it's like I can't even lean back. If I lean back, like I told you before, I fall back. It's the back part is broke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How much did I pay for this? I paid like $80 less, but the price is $120. I think it was more than that actually.
Spin!
So I think I found what I was looking for. Remember I said I wanted the thing to massage my calves?
Yes?
Yeah, I found it. I wanted to afford it.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you
fuck
for
no.
the spin.
Yeah, something like that should be like $80 at most. Don't you agree?
I totally agree. That is way too fucking pricey.
Like even if it warms up, like I don't want it. I don't need a warming function. That's what we call a blanket.
Yeah.
That's what you call setting yourself on fire for the heat.
I mean, if I want to set myself on fire, I have heaters I can do that with now.
Two down. Oh shit, run away, run away, run away, run away.
Run away faster, run away faster, run away faster.
Must go faster. Definitely.
That's card on you.
Tap the phone.
But that's not a lemur, that's a monkey.
But I burped.
Also, did you know that Zabumafu was filmed in my state?
I believe I know about that. Yeah, I think I heard. Yeah, I think I looked that up a while back.
At least portions of it were filmed in my state. Any segments that featured Zabu jumping through his habitat with, you know,
Animal
the footage
Factory.
of the real lemur instead of the puppet
Yeah.
lemur was filmed at the Duke University Lemur Center in
Yeah, wasn't the,
Durham, North Carolina.
Wasn't freaking. Yeah, actually, I think I remember you telling me that when I visited you at one point to bring you back to Chicago. But yeah, I also remember that. Wasn't it like the Animal Junction set was actually built right within the actual lemur's habitat?
Probably. I mean, keep in mind, they didn't use the actual lemur except for, like, a few
Like
insert
jump.
shots.
Oh, I know.
Like, anytime that they needed the actual lemur, they would use the lemur center. I'm not sure about the rest of the set.
But I loved how it was like, the idea was Zabu would hop into Animal Junction. He wouldn't bother talking till he actually had something to eat. And then, you know, he'd spin around on that platform after he's eaten something. And burp, mind you. He'd like burp and be, skip it, and just like spin around at, you know, fast pace going like, Zabu-mafu! And the next thing you know, like next shot
I think you
after
mean he would
hops off-
spin.
Yes. Like, immediately after he hops off that platform, after it's done spinning, he, you know, next shot after jumping off, you know, they switch to the puppet. Which I remember as a kid, I was like, even I was wondering, it's like, how the heck did they do that? And then years later, I'm like, oh, well, it was a puppet. God damn it. But I loved that show growing up. It was one of my favorite shows growing up.
Oh, like, what the fuck is going on here?
Just trying
That's
to
a good
knock out the
question.
guards.
Here, that's a good question.
We may
When
be
we find
able
that
to
meteor,
locate another
we'll
energy
find
emission.
Dr.
Hold
Wowie.
on. When we find that meteor, we find Dr. Wowie. There we go. Good thing I have unlimited ammo.
Wait a minute, you want limited ammo? Let me stop.
Enough with the sauce!
Just wait until we get to Sly 3 and we actually get to see that scene.
That's the complete set of blueprints. Great field work.
They're all looking around like,
Really get
oh,
the hang of this.
okay, yeah. What do we do? We're fucked. That
We're
face,
so fired.
yeah, it's a face saying
I've
we're
got
so
some
fired.
bad news. Rajan has gone into hiding somewhere in the temple. I guess
I'm
the
afraid I
destruction
have
of
some bad
his
news,
satellite
boys.
array
It appears you're in
and my
space.
invasion of his personal space to get the blueprints spooked him. To get his portion of the clockwork heart,
Now that's
we'll
a
need to
deep
drive
cut
him out
Homestar
into the
Runner
open.
reference.
Given
Limousine, but
Rajan's
they're in
spice-addled
space.
temper, I'd recommend making him angry. First, we'll destroy the center of his operation, the
But he
spice
has the heart
grinder.
with him, so when you drugged
Then
him,
we'll
couldn't you just
demolish the dam
He has
take the
half
heart?
of the heart
in an
with him.
attempt to flood him out.
He has half the heart.
If
The
that
other
doesn't
half
work,
is inside
I've
his
made
compound.
arrangements to exchange one of the temple's facade rubies for some high explosives, which, if necessary, we can use to flood the whole temple grotto. If my psychological profile is accurate, Rajan should pick up the other half of the Clockwork Heart before making his escape, effectively
So we're
bringing
going to
it
flood
to us.
his ruined fortress and destroy a piece of cultural heritage in the process. You can tell that this is a 2000s thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because nowadays they'd be more concerned about the implications of that.
Master and Lord of...
Right.
No.
Yeah. Yes and no. It depends.
The developers would, I mean.
Yeah. I'm thinking
Given
IRL.
that this is Sucker Punch.
Yeah, I'm thinking IRL.
Oh, this ain't IRL.
What do you mean this is IRL? You've never seen a raccoon steal do a pickpocket?
Of course
of
this
an
isn't
ox?
IRL. I'm not an IRL streamer. Check the category. This is Sly 2 Band of Thieves. Band of Thieves nuts. Hey, Tina!
Hey, Timo.
Hi.
Long time no see.
Glad to see ya. Hello. I've been, you know, I don't want to spoil the project that, we've been working on, because it's not my project to spoil. But, I gotta say, Timo, I'm impressed by your vocal range from, the auditions I've heard.
Oh, hell yeah. Yeah, like I said in the messages, Timo, are you sure you don't do this professionally?
I mean, the way I built up my range is basically the same way Timo did, which was through like role playing. In her case, TTRPGs, but in my case, like LARPing.
I just play with my voice.
Like I would do role plays, you know. I call them role plays nowadays, but as a kid we would just, you know, call it playing pretend. But it was like
Yeah.
acting out scenarios as different characters, and I would like try to get into character by doing an impression of them during the whole play session,
Nice.
which is what ended up taking off my interest in voice acting.
That makes sense. You know, it's funny, as a kid I always had a flair for the theatrics. But I never really pursued them until after I met you. So
Hey, I'm glad I had some sort of positive impact on you. Usually
Dude,
I'm
I
worried
have-
that I'm making people's lives actively worse.
The anime brain rot, yeah, definitely with Pokemon for me growing up. I still mad about some of the Pokemon voices, like how they changed Machop from Chop to like Machamp. I'm like, what the hell? I heard that.
I mean,
like, bro.
This is a stupid thing to be mad about, but I'm mad that Christina V made the perfect Sprigatito voice for her Sprigatito Despacito meme, and they didn't cast her as Sprigatito.
yeah. If I ever get a chance to meet Christina V, I'm actually gonna ask her to do that on camera.
I'm sure she'd be glad to do it.
I'm gonna have to dress up as a Pokemon trainer. Dude, like, hey, can you do a little bit? Like, Sprigatito,
If I ever get to meet
choose
Christine-
you!
If I ever get to meet Christina V, well, first of all, I'm going to fangirl so hard because I have such a crush on her.
You're the only one.
In second, I'm going to, you know how I have my thing of like wanting to ask different voice actors to act out like petty roommate arguments between two or three of their characters?
Yeah.
Petty roommate argument between Shantae, Noelle Vermillion, and I'd have to think of one more from stuff I'd actually seen. So that would not include her Hell of a Boss character, because I haven't watched Hell of a Boss.
How about Miraculous Ladybug? Because she is the voice of Marinette.
Haven't
aka
seen that
Ladybug
either.
herself. Crap.
Haven't seen that either.
Yeah, 2 episodes of it. Not my thing.
Yeah.
All I know about Miraculous Ladybug is that Christina V plays the main character. It's a French production, and the fan base is so toxic that it spawned a new genre of fanfics called soap fics.
All I know about it is the animation is decent.
Like, apparently the animation for the show is decent, but the animation for, like, that movie that they did, like, about a year ago, basically just doing, like, a slightly abridged series of events of the first arc. Yeah, so, like, apparently the animation for that movie was actually, like, done so much better, but, you know, everyone was...
Well, yeah, it has a movie budget instead of a TV budget. Of course it should be better.
No, you know what I mean. But yeah, so like I remember actually, I think Ferd was actually one of the people that told me about this. I don't know if he was actually a fan. I just know that I think he brought it up to me. Apparently, a lot of fans were complaining that the show or like the movie should be better for whatever reason. Like apparently, it was just too short. And I'm like, well, you know, yeah. Oh, speaking of the devil, he just messaged the voiceover group.
I'm still trying to figure out what I'm gonna do for the Knuckles. I might do 2 different auditions.
Well, you're gonna want to hurry up on that.
Yeah. I'm gonna do
because Ferd's really itching to get this going.
Yeah,
I put in an audition for Sonic and for Knuckles just to kind of get things rolling, but obviously he hasn't cast either role yet.
Right.
I'm gonna do it later on tonight after stream. Gonna get myself some ginger tea. I'm gonna enjoy it. Stick it down, you know.
Just
like without straight up playing my audition on stream, the take I went for my Sonic impression was like a halfway point between Ryan Drummond and Jason Griffith. Or at least like an attempt at that.
Yeah.
You already know what kind of voice I'm going to be aiming for.
Yeah, you're gonna go Julia White.
Yeah. And then for Knuckles, I'm gonna do my own thing, and then you already know who else. I don't know exactly what he wants just yet, so I'm gonna do those 2 voices.
For my Knuckles audition, I did like the kind of relaxed delivery of Scott Dreyer with the with the more deep, resonant tone of Dave Willis. So basically, Sonic Adventure 2 mixed with Sonic Frontiers.
Murray, you're on. Sly's knocked the ruby loose, and now we need your muscle to get it to the buyers.
Muscle on the way.
There we go. I got my audio program up so I can do it later.
Good boy. I had to say that in this voice, given what the name of this voice profile is called. And for the people that are tuning in and notice that my Maxine voice changer sounds different, long story short, I decided to try out a different voice profile for it. And the one that I chose was a preset called Goth Mommy.
Also, for those that are wondering about the knuckle voice I'm going to try to do, Idris Elba. That's going to be one of them.
Okay.
He's already, I'm a big fan of his voice.
Yeah, it would help if you, like, you still need to get around to watching the 2 Sonic movies, right?
Yeah, I still need to.
They're on Amazon Prime.
I know. I need to just really sit down and watch them. I have my account.
Like, if you want to try and do the, like, I'm saying this for your benefit for, your audition. If you want to do the Idris Elba voice, you need to hear more of his lines outside of the "Do I look like I need your power" line.
Yeah,
because he has. Because, like, that line, while it is a badass delivery, is not very indicative of how he plays Knuckles.
I know. Like, I've seen other clips of the series and everything. Oh, yeah, my legs are killing me.
Also, Timo, if you're still there and you hop into our call, then, you know, you have the okay from me.
Yeah, I'll add
Kinda
her to
miss
the group
talking to ya. If she's up for it, don't go ahead and add her just yet.
Oh, obviously. I'm just saying, if she's up for it, I will add her to the group. And, yeah, that's all I'm saying.
So whenever me and Timo are in a call together, it just divulges into the Three Stooges, and it's just 2 of us.
One sec, fit switch a few things over. Okay.
Murray, you can pick up the ruby with
No,
your stone.
let me get the clue bot it, please!
That rock is really fragile. Bentley will run ahead and inflate cushions that are safe to throw the ruby onto. Use them, or this operation's a bust. Now, head out to our rendezvous near the waterfall.
Got it.
Yes, clue bottle. There's only one left. It's a good thing that Murray auto-targets Wayfaro's stuff.
This would be a fun, like, co-op thing.
Yeah, Sly 3 would add a multiplayer mode, but I haven't really played it. I think it's only local multiplayer.
I think so
It's
too.
basically a cops and robbers multiplayer mode where one player controls Sly and the other controls Carmelita.
Okay, I didn't know that.
Because starting in Sly 3, they had a lot more playable characters, including a handful of sections where he plays Carmelita.
Yeah. Timo says they are
Okay, she's all set.
Okay, I will.
She's
I
all
will
set, yeah.
add you to, yeah, I will add to the call, you know.
This ruby is near flawless. I'll recommend to my superiors that we purchase it.
All right, Timo, you're in the group. Come on in.
The contract.
Hello, hello.
Hello.
Hello! Hello!
Hee.
Long time no chat, Timo. How you been?
In a word.
Overworked? Overworked and underpaid?
Yeah. Let's put it this way. Current situation is in the midst of being resolved. New hire literally had their car fall out from under them. And by that I mean the gas tank.
Lord have mercy.
Oh, I've had something like that happen before.
So as a result, they couldn't consistently get to work that they felt comfortable with. And so they're like, yeah. I'm just gonna bow out now. Yeah. So it's like, okay, at least they had enough respect to go, I can't do this reliably, I don't feel comfortable staying. So the person we hired after that Their kid contracted a highly contagious viral infection.
Oh.
So they're out of work until everybody's in the clear at their house. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, it's been fun.
Lovely.
You've been having.
It sounds like it. Sounds like more fun than a barrel full of monkeys.
We'll go with that, yeah.
So yeah, I guess since we're already talking about like what characters we're auditioning for, but I'm not going to say like what the project itself is. I was really blown away by both your rouge and your cream.
Yeah. Why, thank you.
Like Rouge is a really hard character for people to, in my opinion, do justice. Like even her current voice actress, I don't think is very good at playing Rouge.
Like, in order to get even that light southern tone, you want to know the process.
Yeah.
I literally had to try and mentally get into the frame of Southern Belle, but not quite Southern Belle. So it went, okay, Rouge, Rogue, Applejack. Okay, tone it back.
I'm laughing because I used to be able to
trying to get some of that 90s X-Men Rogue in there.
Yeah, because like she's a little harsher on it than the current Rouge from like Sonic X. But like in the same vein of we're trying to be a little bit on the alluring side.
Right.
Yeah, the Rouge from Sonic X, it took me a while to grow on her performance, but I think her performance in Sonic X versus in the games that she voiced Rouge in was really good.
Oh yeah.
Whereas in the games, I don't know whether it was the direction was off or something. She like lost that alluring tone and instead just sounded older than she should. Like she sounds a lot deeper than she does in Sonic X.
And in a way, it kind of flattens everything too.
In the few games that she got the voice Rouge in, whereas her current voice actress is like constantly set to seduce mode and has no emotional range outside of that.
Yeah, Rouge has that happy in between because she is that playful flirt along with the femme fatale.
Yeah.
And there's a very fine line in the balance there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you don't want to go full Catwoman, but you want some of that seductress to be present in your performance.
Yeah.
So, you want to know what's funny?
What?
The fact you said you don't want to go full Catwoman, and you want to know what the funny thing about that is about a week ago or so, I was actually watching Batman the Animated Series, and it was the first episode with Catwoman.
Oh, yay.
So the fact that you brought that up is why I'm sitting here like giggling.
Well,
Winky winks.
When aren't you giggling, Kier?
Y'all scaring me on my own streams with sound alerts.
Or if
and
I
then
pull
you
out a
giggle
voice.
after that.
No. Don't pull out the voice.
Do it. Do it.
No.
What's the matter, Kier? Scared?
Hello?
For some reason, my chair is nowhere near my... For some reason, my...
I'm trying to say this as politely and platonically as possible. That just activated some fucking neurons. Holy shit.
Apparently, I've got a voice.
Yes, you do.
You do not know the danger you put yourself in with that voice. Basically, I'm just using the voice that I used to mess with my stepfather. Like, oh, how are you doing today? And he'll look at me like, son, why?
Why do you do this?
For those who don't know, my stepfather is from Ghana. So, yeah.
I had a college professor from Ghana once. Alright, that's the last clue bottle. Yeah, I had a college professor from Ghana. The only problem was, like, it was a mix of, her having a much thicker accent and the acoustics in the auditorium that her lectures were in not being very good. So, like, I couldn't follow along with her lectures because between how echoey everything was and her thick accent, I couldn't understand what she was saying.
I've been around so many Africans. I
can understand her if we were, like, right next to each other speaking one-on-one, but in a lecture hall was a different issue entirely.
The
and it's not like
reverb and stuff was muddling things, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Oh. Have you ever tried getting directions from anyone from Africa?
No.
No.
Can't I have.
You might go bald. And yes, I'm teasing my stepfather. A few months ago, I had to deliver stuff from like December or January or something. And he was telling me, oh, go to the warehouse on the left. He kept telling me on the left, and I kept going to the left, right? I didn't know the driveway on the right was connected to that same facility, which, you know, important information as hell, right?
Yeah.
Never said anything about that side, and I kept telling him, "As I gotta come out in the way." Yeah, I'm here. And then I'm looking at the area. I'm like, well, he never said nothing about this. And bro, I am outside in like 13-degree weather, cursing him out. Like it. Oh.
So yeah, anyway, I wanted to say this to you whenever your next stream is, but since I know your streaming schedule is currently very up in the air,
Sunday.
I'll see. I was talking to Timo.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, considering my schedule is about as up in the air as,
Yeah.
Up in the air. I was about to say is the Hindenburg, but no, that's very much not up in the air anymore.
Yeah.
But I'll take this opportunity to say it to you face to face. How you doing, Timo? You look like the yellow M&M today.
The yellow one? Specifically the yellow one.
Oh god.
Here we go again.
It's a thing I picked up from a comment that someone made on one of Jerma's streams back when he used to stream. Where like, just someone in his chat just randomly said, "Hi Jerma, you look like the yellow M&M today." And he was caught so off guard by it and wasn't sure how to take it that he like pulled up an image of the yellow M&M, turned on his camera, and like tried to mimic the pose the yellow M&M was in the reference picture to prove to himself that he didn't look like the yellow M&M.
The first thing that came to mind was yellow M&M having a nut in it.
Well, to be fair, he is a peanut M&M.
I mean, to be fair,
Flip side, I
you'd
searched...
also expect the green... To be fair, you'd also expect the green M&M to have a nut or two inside them.
Originally, they did.
Also, originally there weren't green M&Ms. They made green ones after an old rumor spread about green M&Ms being an aphrodisiac.
I want some green M&Ms.
Let's see if I can
Extra
find the date.
Also, if you think that, like, oh no one finds the green M&M sexy except for Linkara and Tucker Carlson, that's just silly. There's an actual campaign advertisement from Australia that was encouraging people to go out and vote that had the green M&M on a stripper pole that said "Go to the polls."
Oh Lord have mercy! You just
Yeah, no. Let's see if I can find it. There's the Reddit photo.
You reminded me of something I forgot. Like let's say it was something I repressed.
Copy image. Okay, where's our chat?
At the very top, hopefully. Hey, Dash Cat.
There we go.
Hey, Dash Cat. Hello. Glad you could show up for another Sly stream. You seem to be here for the Sly streams pretty often.
But
getting
yeah.
close to the end of chapter 3.
This goes for me.
Yeah, no, 1960s green M&M was a peanut M&M.
I swear it not intentional. The furry says that he's not intentionally tuning into the furry bait game series. And I mean that as lovingly as I can, Dascat.
Uh-huh.
Like I always say, shame here. Unless your kink is humiliation and degradation, in which case you absolutely should be a sandy degenerate. I take a similar stance to that on another semi-related issue, which is something that basically a mantra that I've picked up from Rebel Taxi, back when I used to frequently watch him. We here, we don't slut shame, we slut appreciate.
Nice.
100%. Loose? Oh, dang, I got 5.
Why does the Murray have a Chaos Emerald? So he can sell it on the black market in exchange for explosives? I'm not even making that up, that's the whole point of this mission.
Wow. I forgot about that.
So yeah, Timo, if since you were having issues, I'm like, I might as well let you know that I've been dealing with issues on my own. I'm half numb.
Oh, yeah. Man.
I think I know something that can help with that. Although, you may need a second person to help you administer this treatment.
Okay, I'm afraid, but I'm listening.
Okay, so first, you grab yourself a hacksaw, or a chainsaw, any kind of saw, really. And then you cut off your hand. Then your hand won't be numb anymore.
Why are you like this?
Because it's entertaining.
Because I watched too many... because I watched too many dark comedies.
That makes me uncomfortable. Oppressive, disturbing, and makes me uncomfortable.
It's a true Indian treasure. We will honor the bargain and provide a cherry bomb 500 at the time the turtle requested.
Oh, I was so
That's
confused.
not the Grim
I thought
Reaper,
they
that's
was-
the guy from the black market.
I
was
thought
saying-
I thought they were stealing the gems for a minute.
Yeah, no, he almost had the vibe of, yeah, no, I'm stealing this. Thanks for the hard work for bringing it this far. Loser.
Like, that's what I thought the first time we saw him. But it's like, no, that's the guy we're giving it to.
Yeah,
just
that's a
looks
shady black
like someone
market dealer.
He looks like someone that would be like a mini boss encounter.
Yeah, like
trying
you stole
to
the
steal
gem, now you have to steal it
item.
back. Yeah.
Hear me out. Hear me
Yeah.
out, okay? Hear me out on that. What are you buying? What are you selling?
What are you I can't do the
gotta get
voice with the voice changer on.
Ah,
What
that
are you
affects your
buying?
empty brains.
What are you buying?
Stranger. Now that's a weapon. I think it's more like a member of Organization 13. Not Organization 13. Doesn't have the zipper jacket. That was just
Not
a plain old red.
I call it the zipper jacket dress. It fits like a dress.
I would say, the
Yeah, it's a very
RE4 merchant,
form-fitting coat.
not to be confused with the Castlevania Symphony of the Night Old Librarian.
Oh yeah,
Thank
Master
you.
Librarian. Yeah.
I love the Master Librarian.
It's like, oh my goodness. Do you guys know the...
Young master, I cannot betray the master. You will be paid graciously. Oh, well, in
Sure,
that
I can
case,
do something he won't notice. Yeah.
Thank you.
Do you guys know how to get some of his free merch?
What?
Yes.
Yeah. There's a
You,
way to get free merch from him.
One of them is you have to use the, like, ceiling jump, the one that launches you right up to the ceiling in a very
Yep, on
specific
the room
spot
below,
that's
there's a
right
small-
under his chair.
Yep.
There's like a little alcove where like it leads to his chair, and you do that and knocks him up and makes him. I need to phrase that better. It knocks him into the air and makes him drop a free item.
You can do
never
this
known
repeatedly.
that.
You can do that repeatedly,
Yeah, it gets
too.
you different. It gets you multiple different items.
Yes, we're gonna knock him up.
No, we are not.
Yep.
We are not going into Mpreg here. Hachima already did that on.
I mean, to be fair, your face is going towards the bottom side of the chair, so...
Oh my!
No, that's not Mpreg. That's eating ass.
I was gonna say that's Kirby's hobby right there.
I mean, you don't know how Dracula got Lisa pregnant. You would assume it was the traditional way, but what are rules to a vampire?
A miserable pile of secrets.
Did you see that they're
Pretty
adding
much.
Dracula to Dead by Daylight?
Yes, I did, and they're adding Trevor.
As in the
Not only
Castlevania
that,
Dracula?
they're adding the Curse of Darkness version
Oh.
of Trevor Belmont. So it's
Yeah.
the first Bishonenified.
So that means we're gonna have to play this together.
Oh no. You mean I have to download Dead by Daylight? I've been avoiding that game.
I have to buy it. But,
I got it for free on
Same.
PS Plus one time, and I
Same
just
here.
haven't
I don't-
played it. Like, there are only two things I want to pay for in Dead by Daylight, and that's, well, now there's two. There was only one before. The first was Nicolas Cage,
I
Like-
which, in case you weren't aware, they added Nicolas Cage as a playable character in Dead by Daylight.
I would get it for PC because I need a whole brand new PlayStation because I can't access the store on mine for some reason.
Weird.
I'm not banned or anything, so I don't know what.
Oh, okay, let me ask. Are you still able to connect to the internet?
Yes, when I had PS Plus and I could play like GTA.
Okay. So that tells me it's not a system ban. Because, yeah, that's a thing.
Yeah, I know.
But,
Like it's something internal. Motherfucker!
uh-oh.
What's the matter?
No, it's a fly
Can you-
flying right in my fucking
Can you
face.
not yell
Oh, one
like
of those
that?
shits.
Can you not like
Sorry,
yell
it
like
flies-
that
it flies
unexpectedly?
right in my face.
Here. I'm trying to say something serious. Can you not suddenly blurt out yelling like that? It triggers my fight or flight response.
I'm saying I'm sorry. I'm getting my trigger because of the fly right in my face. Like, I'm sorry about that.
Isn't FNAF in Dead by Daylight now? That's more than enough reason for me to buy it. That and Nicolas Cage. Yeah, I remember people being upset that FNAF was in Dead by Daylight and not Fortnite. Which it's like, why would they put FNAF in Fortnite?
Oh, FNAF is strictly horror, so it would make sense of it being in DBD.
I find FNAF actually more of a comedy.
I just never got into it, so...
Same.
I never got into it either. Like, it's unsure, it's a fine enough game mechanically, but like, I'm a snob when it comes to horror, and horror that's based entirely around jump scares is the lowest form of horror to me.
Yeah.
When it comes to horror, I'm just not really into it.
That prefers more, and someone that prefers either like something really gruesome or something really psychological.
No, like psychological horror, I think is like the piece de resistance.
Yeah.
Only because like
that's
it
the reason
actually
why,
makes you think.
That's the reason why one of my favorite horror movies of all time, if not my favorite, I keep flip-flopping on it, is Audition.
Do you want to know something that
one is that one? You want to know like how unsettling Audition is in terms of like how it's been received? And it is like a masterpiece of horror. It's made by Takashi Miike, who's known for a lot of legendary Japanese films of all different genres. Rob Zombie. You know, you obviously know Rob Zombie, right?
Yeah.
If you know anything about horror movies. He attended a screening of Audition and had to walk out during the final 20 minutes, which is the most intense part, because it was too intense for him.
Oh, wow.
I've heard
Yeah.
that for Audition, like, it's considered the like, not the scariest, but the scariest.
It's definitely one of, if not the best Japanese horror films out there. Partly because it's a slow burn rather than going straight for the scares the whole time.
Yeah.
That and I think
like
Japanese horror in general.
Oh,
like it works off of that so well. Like they know how to put the storytelling to build the suspense for it.
Chill.
Oh yeah, like
that one.
When I say it's a slow burn, I don't just mean like it takes a while for things to get going, which is the case with a lot of more subdued horror films. I mean in terms of if you didn't know going in that it was going to have a horror twist, you could honestly mistake it for a romance film.
Mm-hmm. Like even in some of the ones that got translated, The Grudge, for instance, and The Ring.
Yeah.
Which, have a lot of, like, Western, intense, like, bam, suddenly the horror is here. They still kept a lot of the, like, build-up to those moments. Versus, like, some of the other purely Western horrors of even there at the same time. The vibe is just totally different.
For my Japanese horror film recommendations, I would definitely recommend Audition. I would recommend the Japanese version of The Ring, which is called Ringu. The Japanese version of The Grudge, which is called Ju-on. If you like, if you're in the mood for something that's like more viscerally gross and like kind of schlocky, but still has a form of artistry to it, the Guinea Pig series will be right up your alley. Especially since no two Guinea Pig films are the same.
Yeah, a lot of them do have to do with ghosts.
Guinea Pig sort of Guinea Pig is one of my favorite, more schlocky Japanese horror films. I say schlocky because it's not like cheesy. Well, some of them are cheesy. It's just more like, it's not trying to be high art. It's more of like a splatter film. You know, emphasis on the visceral violence and gore. But depending on there's 6 of them, I believe. And depending on the director, they range from like more straightforward, like torture-focused body horror, and some are just straight up like comedies with gore in them.
There's
the
one...
first two, the first two are like basically extended torture scenes, not feature length, but like 40 minutes. The good thing about guinea pig films is they're all short. So you don't have, it's not agonizingly long. It doesn't feel torturous to watch. And then like 3 onwards are comedies. And except for the 4th one, which is more like, that one's I'd say is more psychological because that is a case of unreliable narrator.
For me personally, when it comes
Oh
to
yeah,
horror,
Evil Dead is Evil Dead's a great action horror film. If you ever get a chance, you need to see the play Evil Dead the Musical. I got to see that once, and I still cherish every moment I ever saw of it. And I still have my poster of it autographed by the cast that was in that production. Yes, there's an official Evil Dead musical. It's a musical comedy with horror elements and glamour, and it's a tradition for people going to see that musical that they try to sit in the front row and wear a plain white shirt when they go to see it, because during the final battle scene, right before the end of the play, they spray the front rows with fake blood.
Almost like a Gwar
of course,
concert.
With my... It is like a Gwar concert. Of course, with my, excellent luck, the night that I went, they didn't add the food coloring to the fake blood, so it just got wet, and not in the fun way.
Meanwhile, every single girl in the front row.
I was the only person sitting in the front row because everyone else didn't want to get dirty.
Oh no. That's just sad.
Yep.
Yeah. But, yeah, Evil Dead the Musical is made for the Evil Dead fans, by Evil Dead fans. It has, like, all sorts of subtle nods and references to not just Evil Dead, but other stuff that Sam Raimi and Bruce Campbell have worked on. Like, one of my favorite bits was, like, the part where Ash's sister is, like, being all grumpy and is like, well, if you guys want such and such, then I'm just going to sit here and read. And she pulls out a copy of Bruce Campbell's autobiography. which is called Behind the Chin.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, makes sense.
And, like, the part in Evil Dead 2 where, like, everything in the house starts going wild and, like, the mounted deer head starts laughing? The deer talks in this one, except it's a moose, and it sounds like Bullwinkle.
You're joking.
And, another thing I really liked is that, like, the love interest, apart from Ash's girlfriend, because it mostly follows the plot of Evil Dead 1 and 2, with a little bit, with a, like, abridged recap of Army of Darkness at the end. But there's another love interest they comes across who's like the daughter of a famous explorer. And she's like meant to be the fan service character. And the way she does it is like anytime someone touches her, she's like, "Oh, you ripped my outfit!" And then she tears off like her sleeve or tears off part of her skirt or whatever.
Jeez.
Whenever someone so much as like taps her on the shoulder.
Oh, jeez.
And at one point she's like, "Oh, fuck it," and then just tears off like the middle part of her dress, so she's reduced to like a tank top and a mini skirt.
That sounds about right.
Also, it's
Oh,
the only
my
musical
goodness.
you'll ever see that has a tango number between, like, Ass and his best friend called "What the Fuck Was That?"
Oh man, that just
And
reminds me
yes,
of
they
one of the
keep
more...
in the tree. They keep in the tree scene, but do it tastefully. Or at least as tastefully as you can do the tree scene.
Fair enough. That honestly reminds me one of the, I say more recent, but this reference to
Have I
Evil
played
Dead
Evil
has
Within
been
1
out
and
there
2?
for a while.
Sorry, I was responding to Daskat's question.
Yeah, go ahead, go ahead.
I have copies of Evil Within 1 and 2, I just haven't played them yet.
I've
I've got a big backlog of games I've gotten for free that I haven't played yet. Hell, I have a big backlog of games I paid money for and haven't played yet.
Same.
Yeah, same, unfortunately. I don't really want to play any video games right now until my hand fully recovers from being constantly
The main
numb.
thing I've heard about Evil Within 1 at least, because I've been trying to avoid like plot synopses and stuff for it so I don't get spoiled on it, is like, if you like Resident Evil 4, you'll like the Evil Within. That's the main thing I've heard about it. Which, you know, same director, so it makes sense.
But, jumping back a little bit to our, Evil Dead discussions,
Yes?
this keeps reminding me of, I want to say my most recent encounter, but this reference to it has been out for at least 20 years. Original reboot. I want to say late season 2, if not early season 3. They have a game.
Oh, I know what you're talking about!
Yes, yes, and the fact that it's literally Evil Dead versus Michael Jackson.
Yeah. You wanna know one of my favorite references they did in Reboot?
Mm.
And it makes sense when you know about the history of Reboot and the studio that made it.
Mm-hmm.
There's one episode where they're having like auditions for a show, and two
Oh,
of the
the
people that
talent
audition
show!
are
You're the demolitions expert.
they're having auditions for a talent show, and two of the people that audition are the movers from the Dire Straits music video "Money for Nothing," and they immediately get booed off the stage and get like sandbags dropped on them.
Uh-huh.
Like, the way they got away with that is because the founders of Mainframe Entertainment, who also created Reboot, made the music video for Money for Nothing.
Yeah, so they're like, hey, we're using this. Cool.
And they hated the fact that they were only known for Money for Nothing at the time. So that was their take that at their most famous creation before Reboot.
There were so many references in Reboot. It wasn't even funny. Like,
Dire
let's
Straits.
see.
Dire Straits is a rock band from, I believe it's the 80s, and they might have started in the 70s. I'm not familiar with too much of their work, but their frontman Mark Knopfler is like a virtuoso guitarist. Like, really talented guitarist. The Mine for Nothing riff is one of my favorite riffs in rock music history. And it's one that's really hard to play properly, because everyone who does a cover of Mine for Nothing tries to play it with a pick, when in actuality, he's playing it with, like, just his thumb and index finger to pick the strings.
Oh, damn. That's talent, honestly. But yeah, no, that entire talent show was to
Reboot is
be
that old CGI show? Yes, Reboot.
Yes,
Reboot was
yes. Oh,
the
that reminds me.
the first CGI TV series.
Yes and no. I believe they wound up asking somebody for help with some of their rigging.
We do the world a favor.
It was the first CGI. First 30-minute CGI TV series, I should say.
Fair enough.
There were like CGI televised shorts before then, or like CGI interludes that aired on TV, but this was like the first half-hour TV series to be completely done in CGI.
There was one other show in the works during that time frame, and I think they wound up like asking each other for help on occasion when they each came into like, how do you do this scenarios. And you want to know what that other company was?
What?
Big Idea Productions.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And yet Big Ideas wound up getting sense. And then Big Ideas wound up getting asked by Pixar how they did their CGI, especially for round objects, for the 1995 classic, I believe that's the time it came out, Toy Story.
Yeah, Big Idea has a really fascinating history behind them.
Oh yeah, no, that entire company is really interesting to deep dive.
Like, as someone who was there for the beginning of VeggieTales, a lot of people who were not born in the 90s or went around for that early 90s VHS era underestimate how big VeggieTales was. Like, not just big for a religious show big, but like one of the most successful animated series on the market at that period.
Oh yeah.
Like, people were quitting Disney and Pixar to join Big Idea. That's how popular it was.
My family had like 20 VHSs of VeggieTales.
What's Big Idea Productions? Big Idea Productions is the studio most known for creating VeggieTales.
If you don't know what VeggieTales is, think really simple representations of vegetables, telling biblical stories. Their entire theme was Sunday morning values with Saturday morning entertainment.
Yeah, and the way they executed it, I say this as someone who's like not a very religious person. Yet like it was so well done that its popularity spread outside of just the religious market and brought in a lot of like non-religious and even atheist fans just because of how good it was as entertainment, even when you strip away the biblical elements.
Like, I remember as a kid, there was even a show that I watched before VeggieTales that was actually on public TV. I don't remember the name of it. It was like, basically they were telling biblical stories as well, but I never...
Was it Adventures from the Book of Virtues?
That's it. That was it. But yeah, I watched both of those shows, or, well, at least the features for VeggieTales, and then eventually the show when I caught the reruns. But I remember my very first VeggieTales movie was a Christmas one. I don't remember like the exact name of it. I just know that it had to do with like a line of toys that were apparently... They had this weird gimmick in them where they were supposed to say is like, you should buy new toys. You need more toys, or something like. Basically, it was like the big pickle guy was trying to. I don't know full details. All I know is that the idea was the toys were being shipped out to kids all over town, and then they would, the toys would tell them basically the opposite of what Christmas meant. So almost every kid in town was screaming at the top of their head, saying that they want more toys, they need more toys, and all this stuff. And like only one in the entire batch of toys was like, he just kind of winced while he was on the assembly line. He's like, he doesn't like what he's having to say. So he actually
have a good night, Shadow Dragon.
See you, Shadow Dragon.
Oh my God, Bible Man. Oh my God, Bible Man.
Oh, fuck, Bible Man. Bible Man is an experience. Bible Man is an experience.
Did you watch the full?
Did you know Bible Man's still ongoing, but it's an animated show now?
Dear Lord, I remember the live action, and like the costume was decent, but dear Lord, it was tacky.
It had good enough production values for a direct-to-video religious series, but
oh yeah, like
to what end did that serve?
Yeah,
I should say
like,
it had good costumes from like season 2 onwards. If you look at the original run of Bible Man, it looks cheap as hell.
True. But like, oh my God, I remember accidentally finding Bible Man.
I don't think I've ever even heard of this Bible Man.
Okay.
It was
my turn to trauma.
It was a direct-to-video Christian kids series that taught Bible lessons for superhero. Yeah, that's right. But you would wait.
Oh my God, the CGI on this thing.
Yeah, the animated series is to my understanding, the Bible Man fans do not like the Bible Man animated series.
I am seeing images of the CGI the CGI. Ooh, that's rough, buddy. That is rough, buddy. Let's see, can I find... Oh, look, the season 2. Oh my God, that's the actual website. No.
Hi, Billy Mays here.
Oh God, somebody
One of
did
my favorite
a
things about one of my favorite
Man
things
versus the Larry Boy.
Tidbits about one of my favorite tidbits about the original run of Bible Man is that the original actor who played Bible Man was known for some TV sitcoms at the time, and also he starring in the movie Zapped.
Why does this?
And then
he gives me like the Masked Mutant vibes from Goosebumps.
He does look like the Masked Mutant by complete coincidence.
Let's see if I can find a
He predates the Masked Mutant.
Oh jeez.
Which should say something.
Also, one of his powers is that he has a lightsaber.
Yeah.
Of course he does.
Well,
my favorite thing about Bible Man is not that he saves the... My favorite thing about Bible Man is not that he, saves the day through biblical lessons. It's that he saves the day through good old-fashioned violence and then tries to put a biblical lesson to it.
That explains why, the second you described that it was like a direct-to-video Christian sort of thing, I'm like, okay, that makes a lot of sense because my family never actually sat me down to watch stuff like that. So
I only heard about it the first time because Brad Jones, the cinema snob, I don't know if he still does this, but at one point he had a series called BDDR Hell, which was about stuff that you can only get through bootlegs. And then one of them was an episode of Bible Man.
Oh no. I can only imagine.
That's also where I uncovered the hidden turd rather than hidden gem. That is the religious scare film Rock. It's Your Decision.
Also, Dash, yes, absolutely yes. Where is
Bible
this?
Man in the MCU, hell yeah, brother.
Absolutely yes.
Like, screw the Spider-Verse. When are we getting the Bible-verse?
Oh god.
And yes, that was a pun.
Oh god, the Bible verse.
Like I know that's a joke, but still, it's like it just makes me think of that paper I wrote last year for English 102. Like my whole thing was that I was writing a thesis on the dangers of organized religion.
Makes sense. It checks.
Yeah.
Yeah. May I interest you in my religion, which is Neptunism? It's where you worship Neptune from Hyperdimension Neptunia. Which basically means you worship Sega as your god.
And what would that make Sonic?
Jesus?
I mean, like, Hyperdimension Neptunia's thing. Have you played Hyperdimension Neptunia? Or seen the anime?
No. I have seen the games.
It's a very, node series of games, but it's beloved for its characters and its humor. And it's, like, all an allegory for the console wars.
Okay, so you would have, like, us.
With each of the four main goddesses... With each of the four main goddesses representing different big players in the industry. Neptune is Sega, Blanc is Nintendo, Noir is Sony, and Vert is Microsoft.
Their colors is the planet Neptune, black, white, and green.
Yeah, they each rule over different nations that are partly named after either their consuls or their goddesses. Neptune's nation is called Planeptune. Noir's nation is called Last Station. Bert's nation is called Leanbox. And Blanc's nation is called Lowy.
Lowy. Oh my god.
Yeah, it came out during the PS3 generation, or at least the first couple games did. It's been ongoing since then.
Yeah.
And
like
there's a lot of there's the Console Wars anime. There was an anime based on Hyperdimension Neptunia, but there was another Console Wars anime based on a different franchise. I can't remember what it was called. I think it was called World War Blue, if I remember correctly. Completely unrelated, but similar concept. Except instead of the protagonist being like a representation of a fictional, like, what if Sega were still in the modern console? The hero of that one was supposed to be a stand-in for Sonic the Hedgehog.
Huh. Okay.
But yeah, there's a lot of representation of, like, different real-world video game developers in there as party members and NPCs. And the villains typically represent, like, piracy. Like, the main villain of the first game is an evil witch named R4, named after the R4 flash cartridge that was used for pirating DS games.
I mean, in this economy, it's starting to sound more and more beneficial for the commoner to actually yarhar.
Yeah.
And there's also like there are characters that are straight up named after real life game companies, and their designs are partially inspired by their famous franchises.
Oh yeah.
Like there's a character based on Falcon whose design is inspired by Falcon's RPGs. There's a character named after Cave, who's famous for their bullet hell shooters. There's a character, like two of the main party members throughout the whole series are named and designed after the creators of the Neptunia franchise, Compile Heart and Idea Factory. I've completely lost track of what I'm supposed to do here, in case you couldn't tell. There we go.
Enough with the
Close enough. I could go on about Neptunia because it's such a fun, it's a fun series, even though the gameplay is complete dog water. It especially gets fun when you get into the third game and you get into, like, multiversal stuff before the multiverse became a go-to hack writing thing. And the alternate universe that it takes place in is based on, like, earlier days of the console industry. Like, Microsoft hasn't entered the gaming market yet. Nintendo's the dominant force. Sega has a different goddess modeled after the Sega Master System named Plutia. Sony hasn't entered the console market yet, so their nation hasn't been founded yet, but they get founded throughout the duration of the story. There's also, like, a rogue goddess in the third game named Pishi, who represents the TurboGrafx 16, also known as the PC engine in Japan. And Pishi's a whole kettle of fish in terms of, like, food design. Because, yeah, like, all the goddesses have two forms, right? They have basically a human form and a powered-up form. The human form is, like, usually a more reserved design. Like, Neptune's is, like, a petite girl wearing... Like, if you look up Neptune from Neptunia, you'll probably see her in her human form. In her goddess form, she's, like, wearing a cybernetic bodysuit, and she's, like, really curvy and busty. Pishi's thing, she's, in her goddess form, she's, like, the bustiest character in the series. But in her human form, she's a 5-year-old. So I'm like, please, why? Why do you have to do this?
For plot relevancy, I guess.
Tomodachi made a funny video about that, where, like, his, if you're familiar with Dai Tomodachi, it was one of his earlier animations. It was like he was meeting up with, Pishi's, yes, Honka Donka Badonkas. Meeting up with Pishi's goddess form. He didn't know that she had a human form for a date, so he could try and smash. And then Chris Hansen walks in there, is like, what were you planning on doing with this 5-year-old? And then, like, once he sees her human form, he shoots himself.
Posture check.
Posture check? Yeah, need to do that. Now. I can't wait until my new chair gets here.
Yeah.
But it's probably gonna be delayed because of the storm.
Oh no.
Yeah.
You don't gotta go out and work in it.
For context, Timo, I got a new chair recently, and then I showed Ari the chair, and so Ari said that they wanted it.
I convinced
so
my dad to order it for me because my current chair is falling apart and it's a ragged piece of shit.
Yeah.
Mine slowly
That's really uncomfortable to sit in.
It's better than what I had, so I'm going to keep with it until it either collapses on me or completely rips its faux leather. And even then, I might probably duct tape it back together.
The faux leather's almost completely... This one, the faux leather's almost completely come off. And I feel like it could give out at any minute in terms of structural integrity.
Yeah. Mine is as I sit down a little too hard and it immediately goes, oh, we're in a good position? Let's go all the way down to the bottom.
Basically, mine is just the back. It doesn't support it anymore. So if I try to lean back, it just auto reclines.
Yeah, my
It's also got a really... It's got a seat that makes it hard to sit for extended periods. Because it's like really hard and rigid.
Like my chair, apparently, one of the issues I was having.
I've got cushion for it, and it's still uncomfortable because it's that hard of a seat. Even though it's supposed to be like a comfortable office chair.
Guys, hear me out. Chair stream.
Chair stream?
Yep.
It's just a live cam of our chair.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have a camera pointing at all of our chairs.
Oh, wrong. Sorry, Timo, that's the wrong link I was sending you.
ERB, go take a bath. Probably shouldn't have said that last part in chat. Have fun in the bath. Try not to fall down the drain.
Okay, what is
Try not to get sucked down the drain.
Oh my god, you just made me think of Tiny Toons with that, dude.
Okay, here's the correct link.
Go down the hole.
Just in case you're ever in the market for a new chair, that's the one I've got, and that's the one Ari's getting.
Oddly enough,
It
doesn't look.
Got any ideas to force him out?
It doesn't look that far off from what mine is right now. Only I don't have a collapsible footstool from the looks of it.
Yeah.
It's very close to mine. Don't give Timo the one I got because mine broke. Like a little after a year or so.
No, I made sure I sent her the right one.
Yeah.
Let's see, what's this brand?
Even though mine was slightly cheaper, same specs. Nah.
So Bentley's about to commit domestic terrorism again.
Oh, jeez.
This time with an attack helicopter.
Let's see, can I find...
Oh, Bentley's a terrorist.
He is.
This is the second time he's done this in 2 chapters. Remember, in chapter 2, he blew up a bridge.
Yeah. Oh, what kind of terrorist?
With literally mine, but the link is blue and mine is red.
Yeah, mine's slightly cheaper. Well, when I say slightly cheaper, I mean a good chunk of money cheaper.
I caught mine on sale.
Yeah, fair.
I'm not going to spend that price on. Of course, then again, I got it directly from Staples, so...
Damn, that was just firing like...
That was easy. Here's the question, Timo. Was it easy?
Putting it together? Yeah, pretty much. It only took me like 10 minutes.
It's Staples. That was easy.
Yeah, estás feliz.
Yeah, the thing is, I had to have my mom help me with mine, only because with my hand the way it is, I can't really properly grip anything. Like, I can't feel half the shit I'm trying to touch. And it's been like this for like a good month now.
Ow, yeah, no, that, yeah.
From what I understand, I've got cubital tunnel syndrome in my left hand. So.
Ooh, so you've got the numbness on the pinky side.
Yeah, pinky, ring finger, and half my palm.
Oh.
Yeah, I've had that. I occasionally have that flare up on me, and it's because I rest my elbow on the edge of the L of my desk, and it just pinches the nerves and blood flow. It's fun.
Mine happened because I was like stressing it for a long period of time, just kind of leaning on my elbows when I'm at my desk. But what I did was I decided I had like an instruction leaflet to one of my Transformers on my desk, and it fell behind it. So I'm like, okay, I finally got tired of it sitting behind my desk. I was like, you know what, I'm gonna go pick this up. So I bent down, pick it up, but I did so in such an awkward manner that I twisted my left shoulder and caught a cramp in my shoulder. And I thought, oh yeah, this is nothing. It'll work its way out. Yeah, the cramp worked its way out. And then shortly after, my hand just started going numb.
Yeah, you've got a pinched nerve up in the probably in your socket at this point.
Yeah.
No, mine I know for a fact was cut off blood circulation and such because I had been playing like 18 hours of Final Fantasy XIV 2 days in a row. And suddenly my hand was feeling a little funny.
You know,
this reminds me. So in 10th grade, I got put in a sleeper hold because, you know, we're being dumb.
Okay,
and
yeah.
I ended up basically twisting and breaking a bone in my left foot. The doctor that was there basically said nothing was broken. Yeah, there was something broken because it was metal, so it was a while. Come to find out, a few years later, when I was like maybe 32, to find out that, oh, hey, why is my ankle still not working properly? Like, why couldn't I do my normal kicks and everything? It's, you know, irreversible damage to it that I realized. Then, you remember how I said my car was messed up? And I had to basically walk to work and to and from? The day I was going to walk to work, the first day, I hit my foot on a TV stand, made it go perfectly straight by force by complete accident. Did you
break your foot back into place?
Essentially, yes.
Oh dear lord.
I didn't break my foot though. I hit it, I guess I shot it. Yeah, I forced it back into place by complete accident because it was either, hey, I just hit my foot. Do I fall on the TV, the computer with the monitors and the desk, the chair, or the beanbag? It was like, hey, I gotta pick one to fall. And I had 1 second to decide.
Yeah.
Oof.
I've got a story for you. And it's totally not me ripping off something from the famous humorist Alfred Yankovic. I had a man come up to me on the street the other day. Like when I was getting out of the grocery store. And he said that he hadn't had a bite in 3 days. Well, I knew what he meant. But just to be funny, I took a big bite of his jugular vein.
Oh,
God.
Also,
right on time. Oh my god.
Going with the game, right? Now we know what happened. Oh, excuse me. Now we know what happened because of the helicopter thing.
But yeah, like this is only for me, this is like the most recent injury in a whole freaking line of injuries on my left side. Because I've, you know, for the past, you know, for like about, I want to say almost like 25 years of my life, I have had freaking injury after injury on my left side.
Where I heard this from, if I actually heard this at all from anybody, but I believe there is research out there that does lend credence to the idea that you will always prefer one side to get injured over the other, and I forget if it's like your dominant or your less dominant side.
Your less dominant side
because you can't function as well on that side, so you might as well, if you had to get injured, you'll injure that side.
That makes sense because I am right-handed.
Here's a philosophical question for you, or more of a linguistic question, I guess, technically. If the side of your body that you're most proficient with is called your dominant side, doesn't that mean that the side you're less proficient with should be called your submissive side?
The funny thing is, you joke about that.
Technically, it is.
Yeah. It's also funny that we're talking about this because a lot of my family members, because my handwriting is so bad, think I was supposed to be left-handed.
Oh wow. Yeah, my
The
ex
thing
said the
is-
same thing actually.
I
She
will
said the
take
same-
this one. Oh, sorry.
No, my ex said the same thing when we were dating because she would always be writing with her right hand, but she swears up and down that she was originally left-handed, but she was trained to write with her right hand.
Oh yeah, no, like our generation, I believe, if I recall correctly, was when they finally started accepting the fact that left-handedness was actually natural to occur.
Yeah, one of
For a long
my-
time, they
Yeah.
thought it was either devil possession or mental illness and stuff like that, and they would, if not beat the left-handedness out of you,
They would.
train it out of you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like they would
Yeah.
force you, which brings up the idea: if the side you use the most is your dominant, and going by the idea that your non-dominant is actually your submissive, wouldn't that make ambidextrous switches?
Yeah. Like,
Yes.
I'm ambidextrous to an extent.
Oh yeah.
My
Like if
left
push came
hand-
to,
JKR, your mic's buzzing.
Oh, it's
Oh, I was confused.
that sounded like feedback.
I was like, wait a minute, what? At one point, I was ambidextrous. 'Cause I could, like, my left hand writing was the same as my right hand.
There is a very distinct difference between my handwritings, but if push came to shove, I could write with my left.
Yeah,
It's
if
at-
I need to.
Yeah.
I mean,
Like,
you could.
the-
I guess by that logic, I could possibly be ambidextrous because my handwriting is equally straight on both hands.
Oh,
Yeah.
mine's the difference between a kindergartner on my left and a third grader on my right.
Both my handwriting just looks like a kindergartner.
I mean, hey, flip side, nobody is stealing our identity. They wouldn't believe that it's legal.
yeah, right.
Yeah. I know for a fact, like for some documents, I know I would have to have someone there physically there
verify?
as a notary, what's it called?
Notary.
Notary? Thank you.
Yeah.
I would need someone probably that for, like, if I'm buying, say, a house or getting married, which, that person is technically certified at the time. So
Yeah.
still, like, I know for some
Technically
documents,
certified, the best kind of certified.
Yeah. Because those are technically legal documents, so yeah.
The funny thing is, Timo, when you mentioned the whole like religious thing about being left-handed, that actually tracks because my ex, she was like pretty super religious, and so was her mother. So I would not be surprised if her mother had the fear of the devil in her daughter. So it was like she probably had her trained to write with her right hand. Because if I know anything about her mom, that's probably something she would have done.
For me,
Runs
I'm
in my
trying-
family, and my grandmother literally was like, she had her left arm strapped to her body to give her no option but to use her right.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, that's how bad it can get.
She
Yeah.
took it hard, huh?
No one likes to have their affections played with.
I know I certainly don't. Look, Neela.
For
as soon
me,
as this
I
meeting
was
is
just
over,
when I
why
was
don't you
learning how to
go
write, I
outside?
just saw everyone using the right hand, and I used the right hand, and one day out of nowhere, in like fourth grade, I used my left hand one time. I'm sitting here like, it feels weird, it feels wrong, but I'm more confident with my right hand. Like driving, to let me use my left
A
hand.
thief like me can go.
Oh yeah,
I am-
oh yeah.
So
No,
more
like-
comfortable.
Don't fall behind.
Yeah.
You to the entrance.
No, for some reason, I got it in my head one summer
Can be lethal.
between, I forget if it was going into college or like going into senior year of high school. I just decided You know what? If anything happened to my right side, I'd be screwed. I'm going to start taking all of my notes with my left hand. And I just spent an entire summer writing left-handed.
Oh, wow.
You wouldn't know
or
what's funny?
left-handed, yeah. Yeah?
I did something similar with that, but with basketball. Like, I tried playing with my left hand because I was more into basketball at that time, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I even tried out for the team, but I will admit it's helped me. But I would try and shoot with my left hand instead. Like, you know how you guide with your non-dominant hand and you basically shoot with your dominant?
Yeah, yeah.
I tried reversing that. It feels weird, right?
Oh yeah, because your
I used to be
natural
able to do
instinct. I mean, hey, being able to switch up like that can cause confusion.
Exactly. Never made the team, sadly, but hey, I never claimed to be good.
But yeah, you know, another thing is, like, when I was talking about like injuries on my left side, it's not just my arm. It wasn't just my hand or anything like that. Like, my very first injury ever that my family can attest to was when I was like 4 years old. I had the dumb idea that I don't know what I was thinking at the time. I was like 4 years old, so I don't remember. All I know is that one day my mom has me out on the front balcony, and she's standing there, and then of course I decided to jump, climb up onto one of the planter boxes on our balcony, and I decided to jump off.
And we're on for that date.
And
flight experience.
Yeah, apparently that's what my friend's wife said to me. But yeah, it was what cracked me up, all right, because it cracked my skull on around my left orbital.
Oh yeah, no, that's not fun.
Yeah.
No. You just unlocked the memory.
Oh.
Oh, I'm sure these.
Yeah. I shown you pictures of the outside of my house before, right?
I think I've seen it. Yeah.
Yeah. When I was like 4, well, ages 4 to like 9, right?
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I used to jump from the banister onto the grass. Yeah, don't ask me why. I think I was just bored. But yeah, like me and my cousins would do that all the time.
Oh, jeez.
And if you want to know how high it is, it's probably about 7 feet tall.
Yeah, mine is a good, like, my house, like, I'm pretty sure I've told you guys this multiple occasions. I live in an old Victorian manor, and the balcony is like the second story of the manor.
Mm-hmm,
So, yeah, I was lucky to survive because I landed in the garden. If I had landed on the pavement, I would have been dead.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely.
Yeah. Doesn't help that I've also jumped to the sidewalk, not the sidewalk, but like side of the house.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it explains a lot to why my legs hurt so much.
Yeah, probably pictured something that healed funny.
The thing is, I never broke anything, and it never hurt back then. It's probably just a
Yeah.
wear and tear.
Oh,
I mean,
either-
who else, as a 4-year-old, jumps off 7-foot-high things?
Not me, because I had acrophobia.
I didn't.
I'll cover Murray from the
Oh, I've got acrophobia as well.
Oh
And
no,
yet,
we've all fallen off.
really bad acrophobia, but at the same time, I'm perfectly fine with flying.
Yeah, I'm the same way. Like, I don't especially like. I'm weird. It's like if I'm in a situation where it's like unprotected heights, then I freak out. But if I'm like if I'm flying, then I'm like, I just sleep it off.
I know I don't have it, but like the reason I know I don't have it is because when I did security, well, still doing security, I did security at a condominium, and I loved working in the mornings, or the mornings actually, because I could go up to the roof real quick, see the sunrise and everything, which is where I got that one of those pictures you saw on my Facebook. Timo, if you like, I'll send it to you later. But
Yeah.
I think that one was sunset. But I would see how the sun would hit off the river, and it looked like like a river of honey. It was so cool. I wish I had pictures of it. But I would look down all the time. I would love to be on the ground level. I would love to be on the roof and looking at it. So that's how I know I don't have that kind of, phobia.
Yeah.
With me, like, it comes down to, like, a level of security.
Yeah.
Like, you get me on a bridge over a deep running river, and, like, if I trust that bridge, I can watch that river all day. You get me on a diving board with, like, 14-foot water, forget it.
Yeah.
Oh, when it
Yeah,
comes to water, I can't
I've got a thing about going. I've got a thing about going across bridges because of my dad being a jackass when I was a kid.
Oh, yeah, no.
Like,
Welcome back.
welcome back, Dash Cat. We're just getting ready to do the final part of chapter 3. Yeah, the thing about my dad being a jackass when I was a kid that gave me like a complex about bridges, or at least like on-foot bridges, not like driving across a bridge, is like, we would occasionally go to the mountains in my state. I haven't been there in decades now, but one of the sightseeing things there was like, a hike up the mountains, and they had a bridge that went across the castle. It was a metal bridge, but it was like still kind of shaky. He would intentionally like move back and forth on it to shrink it while I was on one side to try and freak me out. Because he thought it was funny.
Yeah, no.
Do it at a playground to have fun. That's the only time you do that.
Yeah, right. No.
Yeah, not over an actual chasm on a mountain.
Yeah.
That's not funny at all. Like when I was a kid, I would bounce in there for the other kids.
My dad's got kind of a fucked sense of humor. Given that, like, between that, you wanna know what I take as the definitive thing that shows they has a fucked sense of humor?
Mm-hmm.
He actually thinks Adam Sandler's funny in movies that Adam Sandler produces and directs himself, or is like responsible for, and not stuff where he's actually good. So he thinks the Happy Madison Adam Sandler movies are funny. That should be that should show you how fucked his sense of humor is.
Zooks! Rajan is raining down a bunch of hunter-seeker bombs on Murray. He'll never be able to get that mouth open unless I destroy all of them.
But yeah, like the second injury that I can actually remember happened in the summer of 2000, just before school started. Because I was climbing on the monkey bars in my backyard, and I had a tire swing in the middle, and of course, I'm like halfway across the monkey bars, and I chickened out halfway through. So I'm thinking like, oh yeah, I'm gonna get on the side. I'm gonna step on the tire swing and climb down. Yeah, tire swing slipped out from under me. I didn't. Just as I was letting go of the monkey bars, because they were like made of wood, so of course I was worried about splinters. I let go of the monkey bars, and the tire swing slipped out from under me. I fell, and apparently used my left hand to brace myself for the fall.
Ooh.
Yeah, you can imagine how bad my left arm looked after that.
How my brother's arm did.
The only major injury I've had is
what are you doing?
Relates to my dad.
He's trying to strain his lower back. That's what he's doing.
Oh, I failed instantly.
Oh shit.
But as with most bad things in my life, it traces back to my dad. Not to say like he was a shitty father, even though he kind of was. He's gotten better since then, though. But well, he was apparently I assume he was going through a midlife crisis, because he just randomly decided to buy a Harley-Davidson motorcycle.
Checks.
And And he took me for a ride on it one time, and that was the only time he ever took me for a ride on it, because this is when I was in like 5th or 6th grade. I was still pretty short. I hadn't had my growth spurt yet. And I got off the motorcycle, and I was wearing shorts, and the side of my ankle made contact with the muffler, which was still hot from, the engine running.
Oh dear.
And it gave me like, I never went to a doctor for it, but I got like a 2nd or 3rd degree burn from it. I've still got like a noticeable discoloration on that ankle from way that happened. And the thing is, he immediately got rid of the motorcycle after that, and made me promise not to tell my mom where I got that burn that was gradually turning into like a big swelling blister from, because he was afraid that he would lose custody of me for child endangerment, which, well, he didn't have custody of me. He had, like, partial visitation rights. But, like, basically, without going into too much family drama, for most of my life, my dad and my mom were fighting over custody of me from, like, all the way up until I was 18.
That's a sucky way to live, honestly.
I can relate to some of it.
But, yeah, that was such a big fuck up on his part that he made me lie to my mother about where I got that debilitating burn from that basically made it so I had to miss school for a couple weeks.
Oh, jeez.
Because I couldn't walk.
Is it a dad thing to get motorcycle? Because even my dad had a motorcycle. He had 2 of them. I don't
It's like one of the signs that your dad. It's one of the signs that your dad is going through a midlife crisis. Is like either buying a sports car or buying a motorcycle.
Now, how do you describe that when he had a motorcycle when I was 5?
Mine had
trying to look cool for your kid, which he also had a motorcycle when I was even younger, and I was fine with that one because he didn't have me ride on the back with him. He had me ride in a sidecar. Also, thank you for the head pats.
Oh yeah, none of us got to ride with him until like we were in our teens.
I always wanted to ride in a sidecar. But yeah, the last time I remember my dad actually riding his motorcycle was when we went down to Wildwood. It was me, at the time.
You thought that was hydrate? Oh, good. I get to do the gag twice if you redeem a hydrate. Because I did a gag earlier that about half of the people present were not here for. So I get to do it again.
But yeah, it was my little sister, my late brother, my at the time stepmother. His
Oh no.
Yeah, he took his motorcycle
Hold on.
down and walked.
Hold on. Hydrate, redeem. I gotta do the bit.
Brace yourself,
Where'd I
Timo.
put it?
Oh no.
Good thing I've got a couple of huge jugs of water that I picked up at the grocery.
You know what the funny thing is? I got some jugs also.
Timo, why are you throwing something at the mic?
I didn't. I hit my jugs together.
So 3 out of 4 people here got jugs. JKR, go in the kitchen and get a jug.
Get your jugs.
Hear me out, jug stream. It's funny that I actually have 2 jugs technically here. Hold on.
Technically, okay.
No,
technically, one is a 24-ounce like water bottle I picked up for my attempts at going to the gym and wound up putting a hydrate or dihydrate sticker on. The other one's a waifu cup.
I have 2 actual gallon jugs in my hand right now.
I'm talking like a gallon water bottle.
Yeah, I got 2 in my hand right now.
I don't have gallons, but I got jugs.
Yeah, the reason I have 2 because I drank one of them already, and I've been using this for like powdered drinks.
Fair enough. Yeah, no, the one does my powder. The one does my like powdered coffee latte stuff, and the other one does my gamer sups. So.
I wish I could get sponsored by Gamer Subs. I would totally show for them because I actually
I know,
like their
right?
stuff.
No, I've only done like 3 different flavors with them, but I'm having fun like mixing them together.
We should have a friendly race to see.
I've only had one flavor from them so far, and I've loved the flavor. And I've loved how much you get of it for how much you pay.
Oh yeah. Like, yeah, it's like $30 a tub, but that's 100 servings, so 30 cents a beverage?
Hear me out, guys. So why don't we try
it's
to
a
have
really
a
good
friendly
value.
competition so we can get sponsored by them?
Oh no, you know what? Hang on.
You're game, aren't you? Timo, you're game, aren't you?
I'm looking up what the requirements are.
Oh yeah, please do so we all know.
Let's see. Gamer Subs Partnership. Our goal with every sponsorship is a long-term and mutually beneficial ongoing relationship. We do not want you to ever change your style of content creation or feel any limitations from us. All partners have a dedicated staff member with an open line of communication to facilitate promotions or correct any problems. I almost said create any problems. Oh dear lord. That's it, new flavor, typos.
I'm the one that would be creating problems.
Our priority is for you to succeed, and we want to help you every step of the way. Let's see, exclusive access, giveaways, care packages. Partnership FAQs. What are the benefits? I only use Instagram, TikTok. Can an org stream team apply? That'd be interesting. How long does it take for an application to be reviewed? What are the follower view count requirements to be partnered? There is no set number for this, as each applicant is a unique persona with a different thing to bring to the table. It would be silly of us not to consider a partnership with someone under X number or follower/viewers. If you feel you are ready to begin a partnership with us, we encourage you to apply. So yeah.
Oh, then might as well do it. I could use the extra revenue.
Yeah. The other one would be like doing it as a group. You know?
Might be interesting.
Doing it as a group.
Yeah,
Oh,
like
wow.
a stream team. Yes, each partnership that we foster here at GamerSups is unique. Go ahead.
I was thinking something completely different when you said doing it as a group.
Hold on. Please hold that thought. There we go.
Don't call me a fraud.
We really do the job.
Hold that thought. What you thought I said?
Seem to have quite a talent for it.
Constable.
So, Timo, let me ask you this: did you see the fan art that I posted back in July?
In my group?
Yep.
Or the den? I saw you did a remake of my model.
Yeah, I think it's a lot better than the last attempt that I did.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, I think last time was based off of my previous design. In which case I had a lot more armor going on and stuff. Yeah. And you've had a lot of practice since then too, so.
Yeah, I mean, because I've been figuring out a lot more of what to do with Hero Force, so.
Yeah. Like, I love how you turn the gems into my eye set.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that reminds me. Small request from for Ari and Timo.
Okay.
Yes?
I need a reference sheet.
I've got a reference sheet. It's in my server, remember?
I know, but I just need it in the private message area. It's easier for me to. I am lazy.
Just copy and paste it, my dude.
That's 2 things to do. That's 4 buttons.
I mean, you could make it 6 if you wanted to use the key shortcuts.
I was actually going by the key shortcuts.
Right click, copy, right click, paste.
That's for you.
Sorry.
What are you doing?
Oh boy. That's for me.
Thank you.
I'm coming, buddy.
I've been meaning
Sly's
to.
fucking dead, guys.
This is it. This is the Cooper gang.
I've been meaning to work on pixel art, so I want to try and do your characters.
Oh, okay.
I really, because I want, for the longest time, I've been wanting to do the golem and everything, but I'm kind of sitting on my bum.
Not as smart as the other guys.
See, where's our private chat? I know we got. There you are. 1 sec.
Also, this is actually one of the YouTubers I've shown you guys. One of his favorite, like, top 5 bosses.
Rajan? I mean, it's great, it's a great climactic fight for Murray.
Yeah, he gave like 5 different fights that he really enjoyed. Like, it was this one. Another one was
Oh.
What was the other one?
Have a
The
good
eating
night,
one.
Death Cat.
Have a good night, Dash Cat.
Have a good night. It was the eating boss fight. He's like, oh, the stuff they say was sus.
No, the real challenge with the gamer sub stuff isn't so much getting accepted with a partnership. Who can get their flavor first?
Ooh, yes.
Who can get their waifu cup first?
That's the ultimate goal. Getting a waifu cup.
I already know I asked Ari this question. But, you know, there's different stream and all that. Time has changed and all that as well. For everyone here, if you were to get a flavor done by any of the companies, right? What would you want your flavor based on? What an actual flavor?
Oddly enough, cinnamons and cherry.
Mash? Okay, that would probably, I would like that as a non-caffeinated choice.
Oh, my primary inspiration with it comes from 2 things. Chai tea. I know, I just said TT.
Yes.
And there's this beverage mix that's called, I want to say it's like Russian orange tea.
Yeah.
But pretty much it boils down to like cinnamon, clove, allspice, nutmeg.
Sounds delicious.
And oddly enough, the 2 main ingredients after sugar is country time half and half mix and tang. And it's such an interesting, it's such a nice blend to do as hot or cold. But since I know that cherry works well with spices, for instance, like cinnamon, I want to do something like that specifically.
Okay. And Ari, I know you're in the boss fight, so I'll ask after your, intermission on that.
Yeah, I gotta think about it.
But I'll explain mine. Honestly, for me, because you know how mine is basically like a forest, guardian, ex-adventurer, and all that type stuff. Why not go with fruits that you would normally find in a forest? You know, like boysenberry, which isn't really a boysenberry, but we know. your blueberries and such. Basically, a special berry mix, in short.
So like,
obviously, you want some cherries in there as well, for a little complexity.
so you mean like Sylvanberry?
Yeah, I need to actually try some of the berries you can find.
Yeah, yeah.
And
if you
know
want
exactly the flavor profile.
If you want an idea of what Sylvanberry tastes like, it's actually the wild counterpart to Loganberry. So where Loganberry was specifically bred to be as it is, Sylvanberry is what happened when those plants cross-pollinated naturally.
Oh.
Yeah. I actually have some in my house.
Now I'm trying to think. Let me ask you this now. What name would you go for yours?
Mine, I had one at one point, and it's left me. It was like either Cherry Popper or something about doing with Infernal. Yeah.
Like Cherry Popper?
I mean, considering how many of those names have like a weird innuendo, for crying out loud, guacamole farts and grandfather's ashes.
Oh my goodness. If I was going to go for a joke name. Okay, go ahead. You go first.
Go down the ladder. Sly's hurt real bad. Can you hear me? I said Sly's hurt.
Okay, but there's also a flavor called Anime Girl Pie.
There they are, Contessa.
It's actually not
Neela
bad.
betrayed us.
The Cooper Gang and Rajan all
Yeah, Anime Thighs, Sweet Six Pack, and Sigma Brain actually aren't that bad.
Melita's never been able to catch the Cooper Gang. Yet you capture them in just a few short weeks.
Well, I
Yeah.
never...
Really?
For the name,
Except your defeat, Grimsby.
I'm gonna lean in on the adventurer side. Adventure in your mouth.
She's been in league with them the whole time.
It has to be something like that.
Prove it. This is a photo.
I'm pretty sure there's already a name called gushing in your mouth. You know, I'm pretty sure that's already been picked up somehow.
Yeah.
Because of the bears gush, you know, they burst.
You two certainly seem very...
I mean, oh wait, I can play that off too.
Men. Place Inspector Fox under arrest.
I'll get you, Neela. Don't think I won't.
Such a pity when an officer falls from the light.
I know mine would also have to have cherry somewhere in it. Probably cherry vanilla.
See that?
Cockney liar!
I heard cockney. I thought it was cock. So hold on. Oh my god.
Yeah, mine would be a cherry vanilla flavor. And as for the name, it would probably be,
The facts. Neela had betrayed us. My teammates
something
were
to do
captured,
with, like, the
and I was
vanilla
all
tag on hentai websites.
While intellectually inferior, Sly and Murray had always been a rich source of sociological interest. The long walk
I was gonna
out
say
of the jungle
34
gave me
shades of
time to
vanilla.
and with each passing step,
Yes.
my sense of isolation grew. Shockingly, my comrade's absence had a profound emotional effect on me.
No, I know.
This was it. This was the true test of friendship.
Obviously they would have to,
Upon
partly
reaching
change
my
the,
revolt started. I had
actually,
to
no, I
save
thought of a
my
better
friends.
name for it.
But first things first,
My family's not
how to
home.
drive a stick shift.
Oh god.
Dick shift. Ooh.
I kind of know how to drive one.
I vaguely. Flip side, I have
vaguely do
somebody I
because when
know
I
who
was
could
taking
teach me.
I vaguely do because when I was taking driver's ed, they had us exclusively drive stick shifts.
Huh.
I kind of feel like
They had us
learning
drive like
stick shift-
old Ford Taurus cars.
Yeah, I
Huh.
kind of feel learning stick shift should be a requirement, honestly.
That way you
Along
know you
with-
can drive. Yeah.
Yeah, not only that, but along with actually driving a truck, having at least 10 hours because too
Yeah.
many people be trying to fight a truck thinking they can stop on a dime when they can't.
Right.
That's why my first vehicle is a truck.
My first vehicle was a car.
with the understanding that if I can 3-point a truck, I can 3-point anything. If I can parallel in a truck, I can parallel anything. You start big and then go small.
So funny thing is, I've only driven a van like 3 times.
Guys.
Yes.
I'm getting ready to end stream because this is a good stopping point. And announcing who are going to raid tonight.
Alrighty.
So let me get back to the screen and turn back on proper background. I said the proper background. Why is it not working?
Why are we in the library?
Yeah, I wanted to load up the throne room. I had the hotkey for that and it's not working.
Oh no.
So, we're going to be raiding Sharik. I'm not sure how to pronounce this because I've never heard them, say their name, but Shariku Senpai, who only has one viewer right now. So they need it more than anyone else on my raid list. Looks like they're playing either Apex or Valorant. Or potentially Overwatch. I don't know, they all look the same to me.
Yeah, same.
Fair.
They all have the same UI design.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, thank you guys for joining me tonight. I'm going to attempt to stream again tomorrow night if I have power. If I have power and internet. Thank you to my co-hosts for joining me. And I'll see you guys. I'll see you guys next time. Until then, unpleasant dreams.
Bye-bye.
With JKR, come on.
That's my job, dude.
We're doing it together. Come on.
Well,
Too late.
Arikado.